throughout the day. Today's topic is going to be dating after your 30s. The goods, the bads. It's an interesting topic. It's a landscape we're going to try to navigate today. So everybody chime in, call in. We want to hear everybody's perspective, everybody's views. And we're going to get right into it. Now, two of us on here are actually single. Me and my man right here, Will, we're single. So our take might be a little different than other two gentlemen right here. But anyway, regardless, we're going to get into it. So, matter of fact, how is everybody's week going? Is it going all right? Everybody cool?
So far, so good, man. So far, so good. You know,
hey, yo, we all blessed up here. We just trying to do our thing. So, we're going to get into it, though. So, dating. Let me get a drink real quick.
Yeah. Get in the vibe.
Let me get in the vibe, people.
There we go.
Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button.
Like and subscribe. So, here we go. What about dating in your 30s after divorce? That's the first one I got down. What do you guys feel about that? Post-divorce, get back into the dating.
It's better.
Think it's better?
I do. It's better from a man's perspective. It's better because you know what you absolutely don't want to deal with. So I feel like it's a better. The eye is a little bit better tuned. You know, so you're not about to just be out here wilding out. You're gonna be like, red flag, up, red flag, up, red flag. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So eyes a little bit better tuned.
So you got more experience, you would say, from the past failed relationships?
Oh, yeah.
Kind of know what to look out for or something like that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's one perspective. I respect that.
Shoot, I would say even more, for us, it would be better. And this might upset some folks out there, but I would say when I was 23, I didn't look like this. I didn't feel like this. I ain't had this kind of money. I ain't had this type of, knowledge. So me stepping back out there now will be a whole nother game.
You
feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that hers might be less, but I'm saying hers could be comparable to whatever, because I'm assuming that she's been doing that. That's what made me, attracted to her.
Right.
So she probably already had that to where I'm stepping into a whole new playing field. You know what I mean? Coming with a whole new mindset. So I feel like after 30 for most men, it should be more beneficial if you if you got to go that route.
I know for me, if I had got divorced, it really depends on how long you were married. Like, cause that matters. But I would say it would be worse. The only reason I say it'd be worse because things change. Dating scene change. So you get out here, it's all these apps, all this different stuff. Like, people are different. You know what I'm saying? So it might not be the same from when you were 20, get married, now you in your 30s, get back on the dating scene, you out here with, thinking you got Tabo jeans on, thinking I'm about to get back out here. Like, man, we don't wear them no more, bro. Like, a whole different scene out here now. Like,
right.
But you think it fits still the same, but it's not. You know what I mean? So I would say it was worse. And then I understand the experience, Steve said, but then there's a lack of experience. Because if you look at it from men or women's side, some of their husbands, that's the only man they know. You know what I mean? They haven't experienced other men. They haven't experienced other situations to understand, like, okay, I like this situation, I don't like this one. All you know is, I don't like this. So then you take this and put them on everybody else. So I would say it's a little bit worse. It's almost like going to prison. You get institutionalized. You like in there, you thinking like, hey, this is how it is. This is how life is. But then when you get out here, you like, damn, we got smartphones now. We got this. So it's like, it's different. So that's why I would say it would be worse because of more of the lack of experience. You just get comfortable with one lane.
That's what I'm going to piggyback off you and say, I think it'd be worse. Yeah. Because like you said, if you've been tied down and you've been married for 15, 20 years, you're back in the streets, yo, the whole dating fabric is different, yo. Them same pickup lines you was using when you was, 20 years ago, them shits ain't working no more. Man. The women is different. The whole dating market is different. Like you said, you got apps now. So your whole text game, that's something. Different. Back in the day, it was like in person, you talk or whatever. But nah, your text game got to be strong. You got to know what abbreviations, emojis, the flirtatious things. You got to know what everything means. So I agree, man. I think it would be tougher because you comfortable with the shorty you've been rocking with. You know her in and out. You know what I mean? Like you ain't been really entertaining women. You haven't exercised your flirtatious muscles. That's another thing. As guys, like we got to know how to flirt. You know what I mean? How to sweep a girl off her feet. When you've been comfortable with the same chick, you've been doing the same thing. You don't even know what to do. You know what I mean?
That's true.
They got BBLs out here now. You can't come with that same game.
And you ain't been rejected in years too.
You ain't been rejected.
That rejection sting, bro. Like
it hit hard.
You get back out on the scene and you think shit's sweet. You get that first stinger. You know, we're like, you ain't it. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal.
We gotta go for younger women or women our age.
It is. It's different. I would say there really is no age bracket in today's generation. I just think you kind of go with what fits you.
Preference, yeah.
Yeah, I would, but you would think to go with our age bracket. But what comes along with our age bracket is going to be some type of trauma or baggage. It's almost guaranteed. It's either going to be like, kids, what'd you say, abusive relationship.
Yeah.
It's going to come with something.
But we got all that. But as far as like what you would look for right now.
Me?
Yeah. What would you look for?
I probably,
like?
But you didn't know that.
It really is. You know what? I'm getting tagged by a lot of younger ones.
Younger ones,
like the 22.
So see, that's where I think y'all's answers is coming from. See, because like because you kind of alluded to being married as a jail sentence, and so,
that's what it looks like.
I don't know.
That's what it looks like.
So we gonna address that. We're gonna address that. We're gonna address it. We're gonna
call it that for a reason.
So to really back on that, like I wouldn't feel like as a married man that you just sitting back watching the time go by, like sitting on the dock of the bay and shit. Like you out there. I'm not saying you out there, talking to other women or whatever like that, right. But you see what's going on. Like, I'm not saying it's gonna be just so easy to just jump back out there. And if I'm looking for a certain group that's like more social, or the way that you contact them is through some type of internet or some type of social environment, then yeah, I probably wouldn't be great for that field. But if I was to jump back in the game and I was in a situation and I was in my age group or my I wouldn't even look for age group. It's more like a knowledge type thing. Like it's what you know that attracts me. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't like if, you're not texting me enough and you must like we can't have the right type of conversations. You know what I mean? If I'm not texting you, that's because I'm maybe not a texter. Let's talk on the phone. Let's meet up somewhere. Let's plan this type of thing or whatever. Right. So I think like if you jump back out there and you are moving how you move, it'll be easier.
Are you saying you're looking for a certain group?
I'm not looking for a group. But what I'm saying, like, if
not right. No, I'm talking hypothetical. Like
hypothetical.
You're looking for a group. Like you would be looking for a group.
I would be looking for a woman that could mentally bounce back with mentally like the knowledge is
but she'd be in that group. I'm saying like certain type of woman.
Yeah, I mean
they gotta be in that.
They would have to be in that type of group. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so listen, I hear y'all,
Coach D, what you got?
But I feel like it depends on your pedigree of man, because if you was a simp and you getting back out there on the dating scene, your tactics out the gate is already misconstrued. You already jacked up out the gate. But if you know, if you're that guy that wants to buy the relationship, then you already done shot yourself in both feet. I feel like, because you walking in ass backwards, because you thinking you're gonna get this and nowadays, as you all are saying, things have changed so much. You're going to get somebody, a young lady, that's going to run that dollar clean up out of you.
Yep.
And you ain't going to know what to do, because this is what you're used to doing. But if you're that guy that was if you were a regal, stellar type man, player, before you even went into your first marriage, you're going to come out the way. You're going to come out that same way, because you're going to go back to what you know.
Right.
And if you was a cat that stood, back straight, chest walking the door first, that's how you coming out this relationship. I'm coming back just like I left.
You're gonna be you.
Yeah. I'm gonna be me. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that's why I said my answer out the gate was my eyes fine tuned because okay, I found someone that I thought could get me hooked, and we was married 10 years.
Yeah.
Let's say, okay, if we at the point of divorce, that means I'm done. I'm done, ready to run the hell up out of here. I'm ready to get back in these streets. So at the end of the day is, hey, once I cross that threshold of divorce, that ink is dry. I know, hey, I wasn't getting, shot down before. My mentality is, oh shit, I'm back.
Shot down
Shorty
now.
here, I'm bagging that. So it just depends on what type of man you are.
With that, that's kind of my point. Is that original you is not the same you that would be
Older. 10
True,
years
true.
without-
You know what I
But
mean?
we're not blind either, though.
Yeah, you're not blind.
Yeah. So I said to say that type of guy is still keeping up with the times. You may not be indulging,
but
but you still see what the fuck going
you
on
think
out
you're
here.
keeping
though.
up with the
Yeah,
time.
but physically,
You're not in
mentally,
it.
you're gonna be
You
different.
ain't in
Mentally,
it. You think
it's gonna
you
be
keep
different.
it up with the
Physically,
Yeah.
your body has changed. Your testosterone level
Everything
is down.
changes.
Everything
Now,
changed.
yeah, I ain't
Yeah,
saying that.
yeah.
Well, I'm not saying you about to go get in the sack and be power driving like you was 10 years ago. That ain't what I'm saying. But I'm just saying mentally that mentality of, hey, I was him before and I'm still him. That's what
Yeah.
I operate off of.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now whether hey, in a given situation, whether it go or not go, I don't know because I ain't there. But
So
hey,
we're gonna start hitting some of these bulletins I got
Alright,
written down. So
Yeah.
dating after 30, one of them is small city limited choices. Now we in Gym City, we in Dayton, DYT. The problem that we have is we run into the same people everywhere you go, every bar, every lounge. Yo, it's like the same people.
talk age group though too.
Yeah, and
Talk
age group too. So
yeah.
it's like you have to damn near run someone you interested in through your homies or whatever. Like, you know her. You ever did anything with her? You know what I mean?
like a
Hey Drew, can we get a bing on
Yeah,
that?
you gotta create a database.
Small city, small choices. Do y'all think that
Sheila,
makes it
big
harder
butt?
for me?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What y'all think? What you think, man?
Yes.
I think I do. I think that's one of the other aspects of it being harder is being in like a small environment. I feel like because women already outnumber us. So then and now they're all looking for the high value
Yeah.
man. So that limits it even more. And then they want a black man, so that limits it even more.
Right.
So you got all these women going after the same kind of small percentage group of guys, depending on who you hang with. But the small percentage of guys, I feel like that's why women try to have those D-swinger contests with us and say, "Oh, I got money.
Mm-hmm.
I got," they want to get in on the competition.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got money. I got a degree. I got all stuff we could care less,
Right.
about. So I would say,
what
yeah,
kind of-
with it being smaller, I think that makes the women act a little bit more, like men, like they get more aggressive with it. And then too, like Steve said, we got to run. It's our pride. We got to run all these women through y'all to make sure that none of our homies have touched you and this and that. So I think, a small city, that makes it a lot tougher, especially if you're coming off a divorce. You don't know who did what.
Yeah.
You coming right into the scene fresh. Everybody got a clean slate to a married man that's just got a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, it's a lot harder for a married man to come onto the scene in a small city.
I like that.
Mhm.
But I would also say on the flip side, though, you talk like a major city.
Yeah.
Let's just say you go visit somewhere like Miami, and you're like, hey, I got one out in Miami. You know what I mean? I got one there. But she might be the city's, whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But that's your pride and joy.
So does it only matter if you try to like settle down with them or you trying to clap? Do you really care if the homie too?
No, well, we're saying, okay, but this is if you're trying to have something serious. Because if you're on the other side of 30 and 35,
Intentional dating.
intentional dating,
All right,
because
make that clear.
Yeah, intentional
this
dating.
is intentional dating, like actually finding someone suitable you think you're going to grind, build with. You want you a shorty for real. So that pool is even smaller than, I'm just looking to smash, you know what I mean? And when you was talking about it's small city, limited choices, you probably would never mess with a chick that I was talking to, but what would be comfortable for you though? Like, let's say it was a friend of a friend. Like, how far back were you going that you would mess with a chick?
Man, I preferably would not want to know of any man, especially if it's an acquaintance, an associate, somebody I'm going to run across, I dap up, I would prefer them have not slept with my wife.
I agree with that. Now,
I
wife,
prefer
yes.
that.
Now,
I
wife,
prefer.
yes. I don't
Which
want
is the real reason why you go through the database.
You
and be
go
like, hey,
through
bro,
the database.
You cool? Everything? Everybody?
We
cool?
not best friends.
You don't know him?
Yeah.
All right.
But
Now let's
if I
talk.
see you, I'm dapping you up.
Yeah.
But one of these days, I could dap you up with her
Yeah.
on my side, and then you like, give me
Yeah.
one of them. Like, I know you thinking.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about like more the homies?
No, just anybody that I'm acquainted.
That's in the circle that he
If
knows.
you see me, you be like, oh
Yeah.
no, what up, bro? Like if we're on like that type of, I don't want to.
Yeah.
Because I could be with my wife and we could be out, going to get dinner or whatever.
Yeah.
And I see you, and then you come up and dap me up like normal.
Yeah.
But I know what you think.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Is there a time frame with that?
Man, I don't care.
Take
There's,
that
no,
hand.
there's no
Okay.
time for
That's one of the
Okay.
worst
Clap
things.
cheeks.
Hand.
Yeah.
Yo, that's one of the worst things if you with a chick you interested in and you out with her and you show it to your homeboys and they be like,
Like,
that's who you with. You be
yeah.
like,
You wife and
but
her.
hey, yeah, but you like her.
This
and
you?
Go.
Where you
Yeah,
take her?
right.
Where you
Yeah,
take her?
this you.
This you?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Oh, that dish you was enough.
Big
That's the
eyes and
worst.
awkward silence.
I don't hear
Like,
Now, what if you find out like when y'all already together, y'all not in like the canvassing area?
Gotta make
Because
a
I'm not
choice.
as tight with that guy to where I would call him and ask. But if
Now-
I see him out and about, we cool. So like, say we've already started dating, and you kind of in it. Say you 6 months in,
Mm.
and then you come across that guy and you find out then is it really that important?
nah.
I'm gonna
If
let
I
that-
don't
Yeah.
know him like that, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, it might not be. But if I'm cool with him and I'm about to see this dude on a daily,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
yeah, that makes the dynamic
It
different.
depends.
Though.
Yeah.
Different, right?
If I'm
depends what
seeing
that
you,
acquaintance
hey,
is.
look, we at the
Yeah.
gym, we meet up at the gym, and I find out that it's a thing with my
Yeah.
old lady. It's like, whoa,
Yeah, that history.
And then you're going to want to know details. And it's like,
Yeah.
nah.
Now that's one thing I'm not gonna know. I'm not trying to find out details. Nah. We either gonna forget about this or we just not even gonna make this. You know what I mean?
Does any of y'all here agree with erasing her past, like, and her starting from you on?
yes,
What you mean?
Like if you met a girl
Yeah.
and say she slept with whoever,
Mm.
like, cause it hit off what Derek just said. I don't want to know anything. So would you just say, forget it? Whatever happened is in the past. I like you now. Let's move forward.
It depends. She got to be special, man. And I
Because what
gotta
if she gets
really
offended
vibe
with
it.
all the interrogation?
But if she mess with one of my dudes, like in my circle, that's just gonna bother me. It's gonna keep me up at night. So I agree. Like
Wow.
if she dope, you know what I mean, and you ain't messing with some of the people close to me, then I can be like fresh start. We
Okay.
start from here.
Okay.
But nah, bro, if she like one of y'all niggas, nah, bro.
Well,
Like,
let's dive.
Time frame, though.
Let me dive into this
Well,
for a
what's the
second.
time frame on that?
I gotta.
what you mean? What's
That matters.
the way
Yeah,
my
because like if it was like 20 years ago,
Yeah,
nah, because my ego is there, man.
Oh, come on now.
All right,
But-
well, let's
20
dive.
years to me mean last week.
Now, let's dive into this one. Let's
Yeah.
dive into this. So you saying if it's one of us, it would be an issue. Now, I understand what you're saying about it. Yeah, I got it. But what I'm thinking is like, you hang with a certain quality group of brothers. So
It's
would
my
you
pride.
rather?
It's my pride and ego,
Oh, so
dog.
it's more
That's
of
what
an
it
ego
is. It's
thing.
more of my
Okay.
pride. Even
Okay.
if it was 20 years ago, right?
Yeah.
You mess with Shorty and it's completely different. Man, if I come around you with Shorty, I feel like you're gonna smirk. You know, I feel like
Yeah, see, I would feel like if it was one of y'all and it was some history back there, whatever, if we were all okay with it, of course. But if I'm with a Shorty or whatever, and I'm thinking like, oh, she messed with some niggas that I know them some thorough niggas, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it is what it is. Now, if I find out she messing with Eric down the street with, you know what I mean, 6 kids, ain't taking care of none of them, whatever, you know those guys,
Yeah.
then now I feel away. That's the type of history I want to know about.
it's
you know what I
really
mean?
a mature level. If you mature enough to handle it, that's
There you
what
go.
it is.
There you
But the
go.
way my mind's set up, because I've been knowing
I'm
y'all
not.
for 20-something
There you
years,
go.
that happened and you was with my chick, you know what I mean, and we together. And I'm-
Men, we care about their past. Women
To an
care about
extent.
the future.
To an extent, though.
To an extent,
To
but
an
it's
extent.
important.
But-
I mean, for women that you want to build with, like, you don't want to build with a woman who's been with the whole crew.
Oh,
Don't care if she.
Nah, that's true. Yeah, I mean,
So I mean, I do want to hear. I want to hear the story in a time frame because again, like y'all said, if y'all locked in with this chick and it's like, hey, we got a mean vibe, you know. Now, if it was just last year, you know, and Will hit her year before, D hit her. 2 years prior to that, Steve knocked her down. Then it started with Drew. It's like, whoa.
That's a 3-0
But
dog.
yeah, it is.
probably
But
not gonna wipe
I kind of
out.
want to also piggyback because, like you said, you got history with these guys, right?
Right.
So I'm new to y'all circle. I'm not bagging nothing that y'all done, I find out like, oh, I used to mess with Steve. The type of cat I am. Hold on. Hey, bro. What's the, and this is, if it was in that kind of situation, me single for my situation, but I'm going to ask. That's me. Mm-hmm. I'm not knowingly doing that. Because that make you a sucker because I'm coming up here with y'all, breaking bread and having great conversations with y'all. But then just to know, man, when I leave here, hey, I know that was your girl, but I'm about to go bust her down.
Oh, that's fine.
You see what I'm saying? But you got to ask, though.
You ever hear that women control the access to... Yeah. So y'all see, my homie brought the mic late, so I couldn't connect it. But you ever heard the term that women control the access to sex, but men, we control the access to relationships, to marriage. So, so with that, attack it from that angle.
That's definitely true. I feel like for the most part, because you ever been dealing with a woman and she want to be in a relationship, but you don't? You know what I mean? That's basically what it is. She might be cool, but you putting her in a certain category to where I don't want a relationship. But a lot of women, I think generally, they want that relationship more so than we want it. I think when you're younger, we just want to sow our oats for the most part. Yeah, we want multiple women, but they want more stability. So, but then we can't get the box unless they give it to us. So they control access to sex. Yeah, we control access to relationships. Yeah. We got a caller, y'all. We got a caller. How you doing?
Hey, how are y'all?
We doing good. So we're talking right now the landscape of the dating pool after you 30. What do you think about it? Have you had any success? You got any horror stories? Feel free to talk about whatever you want to talk about, but that's what we hollering at right now.
So right now I'm like 29, so I'm entering that field. So, but can you hear me?
I can hear now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
So I'm entering that 30 period, but I feel like dating has been definitely difficult because it's just like a lot of people out here are in that mind frame of like situationships and breadcrumbing and just not really wanting to commit to a full like dating relationship to even progress into something. So for me, I feel like it's been real difficult to really find somebody that has that mindset of wanting to really commit to a dating relationship or even courting at first, just getting to know and committed to that.
So what you saying is you've been having trouble finding men that wants to give you that exclusivity, like commit to you, like they playing games is basically.
Yeah, for the most part, it's just like, or they just don't. Either they're playing games or they just don't really want that at that point. They'll just be like, keep you around for a little bit and then like they trying to figure out whether you like what they want or like, and then they're not really being honest about like what they need from you in that moment. So you're just sitting there like, am I gonna go further with this or should I just leave it alone? So in the end, I end up just like dipping out and leaving it alone. But I feel like sometimes the dudes don't really be prepared to carry a relationship and not having what I would need because I came from a 2-family home. Like my parents are pretty successful. So like what I require and the things that I would need would kind of deter me into like be able to kind of be in that type of relationship with me. So I think it's kind of tough to find exactly the man of my standard. And when the man is of standard, he's like, well, I got all these options because I'm a high caliber man.
Do you think that has anything to do with how small our city is?
A lot. I feel
Okay.
like, from Dayton, growing up in Dayton, like a lot of these guys are just, definitely didn't have I guess I would say a lot of success or haven't met their success at this point. So it's kind of difficult for them to be able to even provide for themselves. So it's just like going into a dating world, they're like not going to be able to meet their own needs. So how they going to carry a relationship or dating with a woman that's had success or is doing well?
Okay, so let me ask you this: where have you met these guys that you dated? Is that the problem that maybe you going to the wrong places, meeting the wrong type of guys though? Because I mean, you picking them though. You guys pick, so maybe you giving the wrong guys the opportunity.
Well, I feel like I came out of a 5-year relationship, so um after I went back into that, because I met my guy when I was in college, and then like going back into that, I'm typically a homebody. I really don't like being out like that, and so if I do go out, I mean, guys kind of gravitate towards me because it's like, dang, I ain't seen her. Who's this? She's kind of new on the scene. So, and then usually when you beat guys out, those is not really the type. So I guess typically, I guess it's I'm in a wrong environment to meet a man, but at the same time, it's just like, where are the good men at? Where y'all hanging out at?
Yeah. So right now, if you don't mind me asking, how old are you?
29, and I'll be 30 this year.
Okay, so if you was to start dating someone right now, it's with the intentions of getting married, having kids. You want to build. Is that correct?
Yeah, of course. Like if I met the right person, I would date with intent. Like, but it's just been difficult to even get past that little talking stage of like, okay, what do you see for yourself? Where are you going? And like what do you want? Like a lot of guys just want to go with the flow. I'm just trying to figure out what's I'm trying to do. So going with the flow is just like what I can't go off of that. So it's like we're not going to go anywhere because you need to have some type of sense of direction.
So what's the deal breakers for you? Can he have kids? Can he be divorced? Are you picky? Like, what's the deal breaker for you?
Uh, I feel like I don't like have a real deal breaker, but it like I prefer somebody that's probably the max one kid, and then just having some type of success. Either I don't really believe like college is everything, but you have to be able to carry yourself in a room, be able to handle yourself in a certain environment, and be able to speak eloquently in certain situations. And like, that's not really in dating a lot. It's like, and then those men are already taken or something. Like they already found their person. So it's very rare to find somebody that has all of that that's not taken, and then like I said before, like some of the guys that are pretty good guys, or whatever, or have success, they feel like, well, I'm a successful guy. Why do I need to settle for you? Like, so.
But do you think I got a quick question for you? So do you think that's why a lot of women in small cities like Dayton settle for a
I
man
feel
that's
like, yeah,
kind of that's not quite what you were looking for, but they're offering some of those other traits and attributes that you want?
yeah, I feel like a lot of women do settle because they feel like we as women, we come into a relationship thinking or dating thinking like, okay, there's potential. So like he might not be checking every box, but okay, I can deal with this and kind of build off of that. So we kind of get um to the point where we're like, okay, I'm rushing to find that person because sometimes we had those biological time limits, like, oh, I want to have kids at this certain time before
Right.
I get reach a certain age. So then it's just like, let me hurry up and find the person that's checking most of my boxes, and then they end up with somebody that they kind of settled. And men are different; they just looking for the one that's gonna do whatever they envision for their relationship.
So you saying checking boxes? Because sometimes I think as women get older, they get more realistic, but sometimes you want to make sure you're not having unrealistic expectations. So you saying you would like for him to have one kid, be articulate, be able to talk, probably make a good amount. But if you get older, would you start changing your requirements? Because like I said, I got 3 kids right now, so I don't have a shot with you. Like if I wanted to take you out on a date right now, I don't have no shot in hell with you, huh?
I mean, it just depends on the situation at hand in that too, because like I wouldn't say that 3 kids is a total deal breaker, but sometimes that can be a little bit difficult when you are dating, because that man can't really give you the attention that you would want in developing that relationship, because his attention is spread so thin. And I've experienced that with guys with just 1 kid, so I would just be thinking like, how's a guy with 3 kids gonna be able to evenly distribute his attention to growing in a relationship? So to me, I mean, we can alter our wants as we age, because as you get older, sometimes the main thing is you just want somebody that you vibe with in good health, and that you know y'all can just live together and be happy. But like when you're young, you still feel like, I feel like 30s is still young too, so it's like you still growing, you still have certain ambitions, so you trying to meet certain um things in your life, so you kind of want that person that fits that kind of same level of intensity with you, to be able to kind of meet those things that you want in your life. So I mean, as you age, your goals change too, so I guess you kind of do alter those a little bit as you age. But like, I think 30s is still like, okay, I'm still trying to find that person that's gonna meet more of my real envisions for myself.
Okay. So we'll end it on this. What is your 3 non-negotiables? You dating right now, you meet a guy, what's your 3 non-negotiables? Like you're not willing to budge on them at all.
I would say a person that I think more mine are more so just kind of personality type of things, but like just people that are kind of toxic, I can't deal with that. Some just unhealed come into the relationship, just have a lot of baggage and that they kind of can't work past. And then I feel like I feel like multiple baby mothers, like that's a deal breaker.
Well, I'm out.
Like
I'm out. I'm out the race.
because
You dropped a
you
bar on him
I
real
feel
quick.
like
Hey,
you want to
let's
spend
just
a
go ahead
lot
and
of
get
time.
let's go ahead and get this out there.
Yeah.
I
Out the
mean,
way.
life was life at that point. So
Say it again. Say it
Add a
again.
J
Say
in
it
there.
again.
hey, I
Yeah.
get it though. I get it. So, do you have any kids?
No, I don't have any children.
You ain't got no
I don't want
kids?
nobody that don't have no kids. Then you out. You out then.
How many kids you want?
I feel like two. Two is probably my max at
Nah,
this
see, I
age.
only got
Were
maybe
you?
one more in me, so we ain't
Yeah.
gonna work out. But hey,
Quick question before we keep going. Were you a psych or education major in college?
Yeah, my bachelor's is in psychology. My master's
I
is in
could tell.
administration.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. If y'all want to, y'all go ahead.
yeah, appreciate
Yeah,
you
we
calling in.
appreciate
You had an
you.
interesting perspective. Go ahead, Will.
No, I said I appreciate you
Nah,
calling
we
in.
appreciate you calling in. Hey, make sure you like and subscribe, man. Call in again. Appreciate your time.
How did
Thank
you
you.
know that?
You welcome.
That she was a psych major.
I'll be sitting on the
So
dock of the
yeah,
bay,
fellas.
bro.
I got you. All right.
Ideally though, honestly, man, if I was getting into relationship 30, man, I would want a chick with no kids, to be honest. I know it's selfish and I got kids, but I'm looking for a stepmom out here in these
Hey,
streets.
hey, can
But
I?
what if she eventually want kids?
Man, I'm
Yeah.
done, bro. I'm about to get
But
fixed
what if she
anyway.
want two?
Nah, bro.
What
I
if she
can't
want
do it.
one?
Then I have 3 baby mamas,
But
man.
then if you get fixed, then you ain't fulfilling her.
I know, and that's the little predicament I'm in, dog. Like I know it's a little selfish, but
No, it ain't.
now
I
for me,
feel
'cause I
you.
don't want no more kids,
Right?
man.
No, I feel you. You just I understand.
Hey,
I got 2 baby mamas. I don't want to have 3, dog.
No.
Like,
Hey,
that's
look.
just embarrassing, man.
I have a. I'm gonna turn this now. There's this little thing I call, which would make dating in our 30s difficult. It's called prime zones.
Prime zone.
Mhm.
women's primes are in their 20s. Men's primes are in their 30s and up.
40s and up.
I
Yeah.
like
We
it.
get better with time.
With age, yes.
Whether we have kids, whether we have whatever type of baggage, ours is a little bit more accepted than what a woman has to offer. So that's what I was asking her with, would you be willing to settle? Because, you know, in our 30s, I feel like I'm almost like, I think you might have said it, I'm at the best that I've been. But the most that a woman really has to offer in general, I'm not saying all women, just in general, is in their 20s. You know, good womb. You know what I mean? The young, skin tight, body straight. You know, this is and that. They ambitious, they energetic. And then I think women, when they get to their 30s, they looking around like they don't have that same type of pool anymore.
Yeah.
So they start settling. And then when they start wanting to go back to, have you seen that where it says she didn't want me in high school, but now she look like this? Now she all on me because she sees I've gotten better because we going like this.
Right.
We going in two different directions as far as prime.
Yeah.
So I think that matters, and that makes dating difficult. And that's why I think women should know why men go for younger women as they get older, because we get better.
You know,
I got
when
a
we
question
talk,
for you.
bro, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
No, when we talk, I think we be real with it. Like, you remember, I don't necessarily need a 10. I'd rather take a solid 7. Because with 10, you get 10 problems, dog. First of all, you got to be there where you can attract the 10. So you got to make sure all your shit is in order.
You got to be here.
And, yeah, because she's going to want to, they what's the word? Hypergamous by nature. So if she's a 10, she's going to want the best that she can get. So you got to be all the way up here. Then not only that, it come with 10 problems, like keeping her there. Sometimes they don't have a personality. A lot of other guys is checking for her. For me, I'm more in 30s dating. I'm more dating for my needs, dog, more than physical attributes. Like, I have to be physically attracted to you, but more as my needs. Like, as me an individual, like what I want is different from what Derek may want. So if you can understand my needs and give me what I'm looking for, bro, in my 30s, that's way more important than just the physicality, dog. Because beauty phase, like, I'm gonna lose my hairline one of these days.
So what type of qualities are you looking for?
Man, for me, it's gonna be that nurturing mindset and attribute is big to me, bro. Feminist mentality in this world, like, that's not promoted enough. Everybody wants to be masculine or a man, but like that natural feminine, they ask you how your day was. They want to rub your shoulders. They want to make your meal. They just want to support you, talk to you soft.
A real woman.
Don't disrespect you. Bro, those qualities get harder to find, especially when you're on the other side of 30, man. Like, because people been through trauma, unhealed, and I will put myself in that. You know what I mean? So for me, that's like a woman's superpower, to be able to support her man. Baby, what you need? You had a long day at work. Let me pour you a drink. Let's talk about it. What can I do to help you relax? Something that simple, dog. You'll be like,
are you willing to teach her that, though?
Do I want to, though?
Or
should
does
I
she,
have to?
or should she already come made that way?
Should already come made, because I'm already coming what I need to come with.
But are you 100 in every area of your life that you need to be?
No, I'm not.
All right, so you got to give her grace.
I got to give her grace.
But
so
I got a question for Will, too, real quick, because I don't want to forget this.
Okay.
You said you at your best, like, you feel like right now, hey, I'm in a good space. What do you think contributed to that?
As far as,
And when I say that, life experiences, the game that was given to you by Pops, you know, what do you think in particular, like, as the man you are now, contributed to, hey, you know what, hey, I'm in a damn good space right now?
Yeah, the experience, like the experiences and the L's that I took in my 20s, I learned from those mistakes, and then I corrected them, because 20s is where you really can kind of
mess up and then bounce back,
and then, but you still got time to correct it, you know. So I really listened to and took heed to any L that I took, or any experience that I took, and I used it as some type of, and that's what got me, you know, once I got to my 30s. It's kind of like we in that weird space where we're not far removed from the 20s, you know what I mean? But we're not, you know, but but we have that knowledge and that experience heading towards 40s and stuff like that. So you're stuck in that weird medium where it's either you figured it out or you didn't.
Right.
But did you have a guide to, like, really guide your mindset to say, hey, son, pay attention to that? Or
like Royal mentioned, she come from a 2-parent household. I did too.
Yeah.
So I learned from my dad.
And that's what I wanted to know, because I know kind of topics before where we talk about, especially last week's topic, where we talked about being raised by a single mom.
Yeah.
And you see how Will's mindset at 37? I wasn't 3 years ago. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I'm 40 now. I can say I'm on that road, but having that advantage of the 2-parent household out the gate and really soaking it up early, I think that's really good for you. You know, for us as black men, because it sets us aside,
right?
And you definitely, even with one child, one son, right? You still are a rarity because of where you are here. Yeah.
Let me ask y'all something. It was a study done. I can't remember her name, but this lady was saying, being intimate or having sex was supposed to be a pair bonding thing. So she was saying the more sexual partners that you have, it gets tougher to bond when it comes to a real relationship that you want. Basically, you program yourself, your brain, to think everything is temporary. One night stand, temporary. Everything's temporary. So when you finally find somebody you want to rock with, you want to get in a real monogamous relationship with, your brain has been programmed that everything is temporary, so you have trouble pair bonding. And I think that is true, and I also think it's even more important for women than men. Because I think with us, we can just have sex with someone just because, and it's just physical, like the way we are. But I think a woman is more emotional. It's more of an attachment. It's deeper than that because they're programmed differently. But I think with us, you can, like, people cheat all the time. Like, guys, you can just go do it just because you're physically attracted to her. Nothing else. But generally, sometimes if it's a woman, I know in this day and age it's different, but sometimes it's just more to it than that. So do you agree? You think if you're very promiscuous and you're sleeping with a whole bunch of women, when it comes down to commit and pair bond, you might have trouble with that because you program your mind to think temporary, I go with her, I move on. So the sleeping with a whole bunch of women can kind of hurt your chances of being in a secure, ready relationship.
I do kind of agree with that. You know, first thing that popped in my mind was, you know, if you just, you know, doing your thing out here running through them, you know, it's who do you save your best self for? You know, because eventually it's going to be a young lady that you come across that's going to be decent. You know, even in a sack, she's going to be decent. And you pulling out your best tricks and you know, and you going in because you're connecting in that way because she's meeting you where you are sexually.
Yeah.
But then what happens when you find the ultimate prize? I done gave my best away already.
Yeah.
So am I really, you know, am I doing her a service or am I doing her a disservice? Because I'm not giving her my best me because I just been out here giving me away for so long.
Yeah.
That, you know, of course, you know, busting off. Hey, I'm still, you know, getting satisfied.
Yeah.
But like you said, now I got her. And it's like, damn, I want to give her my best, everything.
Right.
But I done gave me away for so long that I don't even know what my best is.
Exactly. Yeah. And see, that's where the next thing I wanted to talk about is when you date on the other side of 30, man, it's that unhealed trauma and past relationship experience. We all human. We gonna hold on to those. So your perspective is based on your personal life experiences.
That's very
so
much
if
true.
you was cheated on, if you know, whatever the case, domestic violence, you gonna think moving forward, all dudes are like that, all women are like that. So you're bringing that past trauma, and you might not be healed. You might not have therapy. I notice that's a big thing when you date on the other side of 30. Everybody's gonna have baggage, and they're gonna bring that to the relationship. Me myself personally, man, I'll be second guessing. If I was to get in a relationship like, yo, this ain't gonna work out or whatever, you just have those doubts in your mind. And that's just tough, man, on the other side of 30, because everybody has their problems, dog. Like, no one's perfect. Everybody's had their trauma, but it's so important to heal from that shit, bro, before you waste anybody else's time, man. I think that's tough.
But see, that's why I think knowledge of self is so important. When you are getting in and out of these relationships, like the best thing you can do, and there's some people that will debate about this, but the best thing that I feel that you could do is gain knowledge of self So when you get rejected or when you go in these relationships and things don't go right, you know what's gonna make you sad, what's gonna make you happy. You know these things. You know what I'm saying? So these are conversations that you might have had with yourself or a therapist. I suggest that. But these like when you talk about trauma, you have to face trauma face first. You can't just let trauma sit on the shelf, be in the closet, and I'm gonna get to it when I get to it, because you're literally bringing it to every relationship that you go to.
Yeah.
And as soon as they piss you off, you opening that closet door, and you looking at the person in the closet, but this person has a problem.
Yeah.
They have a whole different problem than what's going on in that closet. But since you brought it with you, you looking at the closet first.
Yeah.
You're looking at the ghost, the past first. And so it's very, very important that you do knowledge on self and dive deep into your past, get it out. If you gotta talk to somebody, talk to somebody. If you got family, go
call in. Whoever just tried to call in again. We'll tap you in. But I like what you said, because it's like a thin line between learning from past relationships. So if you avoided red flags in your past relationship, it's a thin line between, you don't want to judge the other person so quick, like the last person did this, that means you gonna do that. No, but pay more attention and more caution to the red flags, because within your last relationship, you should learn, like, yo, when this was happening, that happened, or I didn't do this happened. So bring that over to the new relationship. Me, myself, personally, I'm going to do that. You know what I mean? Like, not judge every chick based on what my last one did, but recognize the signs.
But I think you should also add in, discuss those signs with that person.
With the new person?
Yeah.
See,
I see a red flag. Excuse me.
Yeah.
What happened to me in the past was blase. I've dealt with it, and it's not with me no more. But what I'm expressing to you is, I have the same emotion from then right now. Now we can talk about this problem right now, but it's presenting a red flag to me.
I'll respect that, because I'm the type, I don't.
I would say, like, if you, for an example, like if you were
yelling,
talking
at me instead of
just screaming at me, like, excuse
bad
me,
communication.
I'm gonna let you know right now. In my past, I had A, B, and C happen to me.
Right.
Now I'm good with it. I'm going on from it. But what I am gonna let you know is, you will not be doing that to me, because I have that's my boundary, and I'm letting you know that I feel like this is a red flag. Now, if you want to work on it, we can work on it. We can talk about it and go from there. But if you feel like you got to be dominant in this relationship, then today is the day. You know what I mean? I've made the decision. And I feel like that's how you know what I mean? Both sides, that I would hope.
No, I definitely agree.
Would we call those relationship pet peeves? Is that safe to call it that?
Which, as far as what you accept?
No, like just like what y'all was just talking about, like, hey, in the past, like that's a pet peeve of mine. Like, in a relationship, I feel as, I don't like the whole talk at. I would rather it be X, Y, and Z. So, but also with that, do you have that conversation as needed, or do you have that conversation out the gate and lay it down so that it's on the table? This is where I am on these things.
I think you have it when issues come up. I mean, laying it out the gate might be a little bit too thick, but when issues come up, address it, because now you got a more understanding of what you like, what you don't like, and then you can observe red flags. And when they come up, I feel like address them at that point in time. You know what I mean? I think that's good communication.
But are there those?
Bro.
I was gonna say the same thing. I feel like that if you lay it on heavy at first, like, here are my litany of baggage that I went through in a relationship, and you laying on them stuff that they wouldn't even think about doing, then it may deter her from really taking you seriously. It may make her feel like you need to deal with some more stuff. But I feel like if she were to exhibit some type of behavior, let's say it's in the beginning stages, like let's say like yelling or being disrespectful, and you say, hey, I was in a relationship in the past, this happened. I'm trying to be cordial at this moment. This is your opportunity to make some effective changes so we can stay together. But if you decide not to, because I see where this may be going to, I'm going to go ahead and back out right now. I think, as Steve said, you got to address it at the moment. If you lay them too, now I say non-negotiables to kind of discuss like, hey, if we exclusive, we exclusive. So if I find out you on some other stuff, I'm gonna let you
And
go.
that's more so the line that I'm on. Like, hey, we're here. There's a thing. It's kind of those unbreakables.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, these are the things I don't want broken.
Right.
You know what I mean? But not to necessarily say just run it down. I've been through this. Because like you said, Drew, it does appear now. Like, dude, you're a wounded puppy, and you're not healed yet.
How you doing? How you doing? Can you hear us? Yo, yo, yo. Can you hear
Hello?
us? Can you move? Yeah, can you move your camera a little bit so we can see you?
Yeah.
There you go. It's all good. Okay, so today's topic is dating on the other side of 30. The pros, the cons. Have you been having success? What's your personal take on it?
Well, I just got back into this dating game, and I'm not gonna say that I had success, but I mean it hasn't been horrible.
Okay. Okay,
So,
so when's the last time you went on a date?
maybe like a month ago.
Okay. It didn't go good?
The date went amazing, but then I didn't hear from the person afterwards.
Okay. So, are you in Dayton?
No, I'm in Columbus.
Columbus. Okay. So have you ran into the problem because of your city is small, you just had a hard time with good selections as far as finding someone suitable for the same things that you want to have in life? Have you had that problem?
Um, I wouldn't say I had that problem. It's more so I don't know. It's like more so people our age or like that I've been talking to is like very reserved and guarded now. So everybody wants to like be friends and fuck buddies, but don't really want to take it any further out of the fear of getting hurt,
So do
or
you
like
think
they don't
that's
see the value of getting married.
so is it the dudes you choosing? Like let's just get down to the nitty gritty. Like, what is it that you're looking for? Do you think your expectations is unrealistic, or what is it that you're really looking for now that you're in your 30s? Is
No,
like,
I mean, I don't feel like my expectations are unrealistic. Like, I feel like I'm very traditional in the sense of dating and what I'm
okay,
looking for in like a relationship. So I'm not the type of person like, oh, I want my boyfriend or husband to pay all the bills or he
okay,
has to do this X, Y, and Z. Like, I'm very like, I'm here to be your helpmate. I'm
I
not
like
here
that.
to have you do all the work and I just sit at home and do nothing. Like I'm always been that type of person. Like I've always been in relationships to where either we go 50-50 or you pay majority, I pay
See,
like the utilities, the small
there
things.
she
So
go.
so so
See,
can I
So
ask a question, please?
sure.
So I heard you say the key words you use, first of all, were amazing. Helpmate, 50-50.
hmm
Just being a partner. Now, if I may ask, did you come up with both parents?
Um, not in the household. I mean my mom and dad stayed married up until I was 10. So about that time, I kind of already knew what was going on behind the scenes with them. But my mom and dad were both still very instrumental in raising me, especially my dad. Like he was still there.
Sweet.
He taught me like, never depend on a man for anything. Always have your own money, but always be respectful to whoever you're dating and, treat him with the utmost respect. So it's like I've always had good values as like a male role model in my life, but no, both parents wasn't always in the home.
No, I think that was perfect. I mean, because dad is still consistent in your life,
Hmm.
and I can just tell by the way that you're responding that you took heed to the advice that he gave you. Which for us is music to our ears. So thank you for sharing.
no, and I actually
Hmm.
like the fact that you said, like he said, keywords 50-50 and helpmate. That's a lot of things we're not seeing in this day and age when it comes to social media. the message we seeing out there these days.
F them.
Yeah, women saying they not gonna go
Right.
50-50, this and that. But what you just said, a lot of guys
I feel
is
like that's
looking for that.
crazy. Like I don't understand how women expect a man to like take care of everything and you do nothing. Like that's crazy to me.
Exactly. Like
Uh,
to me, the math isn't math, and you rather pay 100%. If a man comes in and say, "Hey, I'll take 50% of this off your plate," you rather say, "Nah, I'm looking for a dude that's gonna take 100%," and you gonna keep paying what? Like it's simple math to me. But to hear you say, "I have no
but the thing is,
problems,"
like when somebody gets somebody who's paying 100%, what are you sacrificing? Like, are you sacrificing your freedom?
Mm.
You know, that person can be, you know,
hmm,
abusively emotionally because he has control over you at that point. Like I feel like if somebody's doing 100% of something, you're sacrificing something at that point to get that 100%.
okay, so if if y'all going 50-50 and your man loses his job and now you have to do more of like 100%, do you have a problem doing that? Would you judge him or would you hold him down?
I've done it before, so no, I don't have a problem with that.
See, and that she's the type of woman I'll be looking for, bro. Like those are rare. You know what I mean? So they won't judge you, they hold you down. She have
Shoot
no
your
problem
shot.
doing 50-50. I'm surprised you've been having you trouble in the date market because you know what I'm saying? We be hey, you said where you live now?
CO, baby.
Columbia.
You
Oh,
know,
you in Columbia?
yeah, but a little gas.
Hey, ain't even a
I
little gas.
got
I be in
I got a little
Columbus all
gas
the
money
time,
for
you know.
you.
So where's the best place to meet guys? What you think? Where you be trying to meet these guys at? Are you on online apps or what you?
I mean, I've been on online apps, but it's a bunch of weirdos on there. So like I like to meet people organically. Um, a lot of people that I've been talking to, like I've known from the past, or like I've known them in crossing. So I don't go outside much. Like I work 2 jobs and I go to school full time. So you really won't see me out like that.
Mm-mm.
Oh, the phone died.
Phone down, bro.
Oh, there she go. There she go. Is she back?
No, that's on delay. Okay, so hey, we lost a caller, but yo, I think what she was saying, you don't hear a lot, especially in social media in 2024 these days. The fact that she said, I have no problem going 50-50. If how old is she? Oh, we got you back. Okay, go ahead, continue what you were saying. We lost you for a minute, but you back. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I want to know the age.
Okay, now I can hear y'all.
Okay, so we have a question though. Does a woman's past matter in dating?
Or
That's
should?
up to the guy.
Yes.
It's up to the
I feel
guy.
like that's up to the guy. Like
Does his past matter?
That's my
whoever
next
you're
question.
talking to, that's up to them. Does his
So
past matter? No.
okay, so if I was dating you and I said I've been with 100 women, you wouldn't care?
I mean, I really want to get you tested first.
Okay, that's real.
Like
That's honest.
we're gonna go to the clinic
You gotta
together.
get tested.
Hey, that's
And
legit. Yeah.
no, seriously. But no, like me and my best friend have a joke. Like I was talking to him. Like I mean, people got bodies now. We're in our 30s. People are going to have bodies. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
So I just told my best friend like, that's my hoe now. So
that's
we
my
together.
whole now.
Ownership. Love it.
She'll come back. But nah, listen, man. Like I said before, what she was saying about she have no problem going 50-50. And if her man lost her job, she'll hold him down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'll be looking for, man. I feel like what you got?
She's saying everything that men want to hear, right? Sounds perfect. But my question is, can you hear me, Zemaya? Zemaya, I can't hear
Yeah, I
your
can hear you.
response, but my question is, based off what you were told, how well has it worked for you so far?
As far as what?
You can't hear her. As far as what?
As far as you saying based off.
Based off her points are well, it sounds right. What she's saying worked, so why hasn't it worked? Is she even modified?
Okay, so basically, on what you said, why hasn't it worked for you? Because to me, your requirements is not unrealistic. So why do you feel like you haven't found that guy that meets your requirements and you haven't been married, or why hasn't it worked for you in your personal opinion? Because I don't think you're unrealistic at
I
all.
mean, I have been married. I've been married. I'm newly divorced. Um, it has worked for me, but my past marriage didn't work because of our past didn't coincide, and we just couldn't see eye to eye. And he stepped out. Um, so being newly to the dating thing, I'm not trying to rush anything. So this is like all new to me again. So I'm not looking to get married within the next 6 months. But my goal is to be married again.
Okay. Okay. Well, listen, we appreciate your thoughts and your opinion or perspective. Hey, like and subscribe, and feel free to call in again. We appreciate it, though.
And Real Estate Steve will be in touch.
Ask her how old she is, man.
Yo, my man want to know, how old are you?
I'm 36.
36? Okay. Got you. Hey, well, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Solid mindset.
You're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
Good. Yo, so you said she was married before. I don't know, man. In my opinion, I think after you've been through so many, I don't know, failed relationships, it's just easier to call it quits on the next one. That's another thing I wanted to talk about.
Why though? Because
the negative thought, like with me, is I got two under my belt, and you know what I mean. It's just a negative thought that you have, as if this may not work out. So it keeps you from putting in 100%. Because you constantly thinking about an exit strategy, because your last two didn't work out.
Okay.
So now it's kind of like you planning for the worst. You know what I mean? This may not work out, or
But when
maybe.
Yeah.
To not take previous relationships experience into account is a willful it's a willful embrace of ignorance. It's basically going into a new relationship like, oh, I'm gonna go in here like ain't nothing wrong. I think we talked about in the past, like where Steve and I said that we will go through a woman's phone or something. Like we gave a situation about that. It's because previous experience, we seen a woman who was acting out of character, and we figured it out by seeing something in the phone. I was like 17. So it taught me a lesson on how to move forward. It was, now, of course, as we say, you don't want to lay it on thick when you in a relationship or you going through stuff. You don't want to come on strong or dealing with hate, but you can't pretend like something didn't happen in the past. So, for example, if you got in a relationship with a woman, she said, hey, my guy was cheating on me in the past, so, you know, I just, certain things that help with my security level, I don't like certain stuff. You know, you have to respect that, right? Because you understand in her insecurities, and you may have an insecurity. But I feel like that with any relationship, you can't go into a blind. You can't sit here and just go into a willy-nilly like, oh, well, hey, fresh slate, I'm going to go into this. You'll be 50 sitting there going through relationships and pretending like nothing ever happened.
But I don't agree with knowing how many, for the lack of better words, I don't agree with knowing how many bodies she had in the past. That's not going to affect our future.
Is that the question?
No, I don't think that was the question, but you were saying like being ignorant of the past is not okay.
Ignorant of the past.
Now, if she had like trauma, if she was like, if she had like some, you know, something happened to her, the family was touching, you know what I mean? I don't want to go too deep. And
what bodies are they though?
Well,
yeah, I need to.
Well, before we get
if
there,
it's one of my people.
But no, before we get there, yes,
all right,
yes,
all right.
But before we get there, trauma, as far as like if she had past like trauma, like family issues, if she was in the workplace and somebody was, you know, getting too handsy at the workplace, this is
like
real
life
these
shit.
are real issues that you need to know about. Yeah, I need to know this going further because I want to protect you from that going further. Now, if you want to tell me that you was at a high school game, you know what I mean, and you had a couple drinks, somebody slipped you a Mickey, and you got towed down by 10 guys at the age of 15. Bruh. I'm not gonna hold you to the cross for that though.
No.
I'm not gonna like it. I'm gonna be like, that's my baby. Like, I'm not gonna like it.
Kind of side out that, like,
you feel me?
What?
but I'm saying though, like that type of past is not something that's gonna stop the future. But if you have something that you are trying to heal,
I disagree with that.
No, listen, hold on.
Hey,
listen to what he's saying though.
That was 15 years ago.
Listen to what he's saying though.
Hey,
if I got slipped, you know, she got slipped a Mickey. I'm just saying, like, that ain't no normal shit right there. That's not normal. Yeah, that's not normal. So I tell you what. Okay, so hey, check this out. I'm gonna go this way with it then. If she was raped,
that's changing the future.
Great.
no. I'm just saying, if she was raped, slipped a Mickey. I mean, because that's kind of no. I'm just saying, like
for you two, we're gonna say great.
That's trauma for her though. Like
trauma for her that she still not feeling.
I say, in the event you have something terrible happen to you,
right,
raped or something, that's still something you have to decide as a man if you want to deal with that, because that is a trauma that may be far beyond the scope of your abilities to deal with. Because, for example, if my woman told me, when I was, 17 or 18, or let's say I was in college and somebody slipped something to me and I got tore down by 15 guys, like,
I'm telling that story.
I'm just saying,
bro, that shit happens though.
Yeah,
I'm saying it exactly.
We're not laughing at that.
I'm not laughing at it. I'm saying exactly how he just said it. To me, I would be very sympathetic for what happened to you.
Yeah.
I would be very like, oh my God, that's terrible. But I don't have the bandwidth to deal with that, because I feel like the trauma, whatever you went through, that may be something I don't want to deal with. Maybe through counsel, it would be so much steps you would have to take to show me that you have gotten over that. But I would better off, honestly, don't tell me.
But listen, hold on.
Let me say this. I dated a girl, and I remember she told, we was going to have a future together and everything. And she gave me a story of something she did in the past. And so help me God, that stopped everything. I mean, like, it stopped everything. I mean, she like, this was a story. I'm going to tell it. So I used to work with this chick, and she told me, it was this one. But she told me that she was dating this guy, right? And she said the guy came over with another chick that happened to be his girlfriend, and said, oh, yeah, I've been dating you, but this is really my girlfriend. And then they all had like a threesome, right? And I was like, oh, for real, that happened? Man, I wrote her off, dude. I was like, okay. Why did I write her off?
Yeah.
Man, listen,
I know. You had a threesome out of it?
Listen, huh?
You had a threesome out of it?
No.
Not me.
The guy did.
The guy did.
The guy was dating a girl.
Right.
That I was dating. But he was dating another girl. He brought the other girl to the house. So he looked at her and viewed her as, I could bring this chick to you, and I know I'm going to tell you the truth, and you're going to go with it. And they went with it. So my thought process is like, why would I even consider you as a woman to have a kid with and as my wife?
How long ago did that happen, though?
Man, I don't give a fuck. It happened 20 years ago. Now, this
y'all not being real.
This technically happened like within a year before I met her. So
that's fair.
But
now that's
fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
I was like,
that's fair.
But I was like, hey, I'm cool. Yeah. I was so cool.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm cool.
I wrote her off, and I passed her to the homies and shit. No disrespect. Just got on his truth. We had our fun, but I told her, I said, if you ever want a serious relationship, bury that. Don't tell nobody that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it in your past. Don't tell nobody. Last time I checked, she married now, got extra kid, and they're doing fine. And I believe because she kept that fucking story to herself.
What if she wanted to marry you?
She couldn't because she told me that.
But what if she been? But see, listen. We got to be real, because we can't keep pointing out all this stuff in women and knowing, we got baggage too.
But sure.
No. We got to address both of them, because I can't say I'm not going to accept yours, but I want you to accept mine, because we got some fucked up ways.
Standards come into.
Come on, we got to be. We got to be real,
man. Double standards exist, man.
Nah, you got to be a real one.
You know what it comes down to?
Got to be a real one.
It's what your maturity, what you're comfortable with, because we're all going to judge. If you seriously like a chick and she say, hey, I got like 60 bodies on me, 100 bodies, you're going to judge. It's just the human in us. It's just, are you mature enough?
When do you find that out, though? Like we just said, context. Yes, it does. It does. Context. Off the cuff, y'all talking. First 30 days. You find that out first 30 days, I'm running.
Then it stops at 30
I'm running.
days.
We going to run. Now, let's say we're a year into it, and that conversation, like, for real, come up. Like, babe, all right, now for real. Now, I noticed at the beauty salon, I know you and Sheila had a thing. How many bodies you got on you?
And if she say 100, you going to go home and lose sleep over that shit, bro. Real talk.
A year. Hold on. A year, I don't give a damn what nobody say. If you a year into it with a chick, y'all down there living together.
But you going to think about
y'all
100 bodies, dog?
I'm not saying you not, but how much impact is that really gonna have?
There shouldn't be double standards.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we gotta take this double standard off the table.
Can't take that off the table.
Yeah, we can.
We can.
If you're a real one, got to take it off the table. No.
Double standards
you
in the realm of love, in the
put
realm
yours
of
on the table? Huh? You putting yours on the table? With her.
Every last one of them.
She's allowed to judge you for yours.
I don't know how many you feel
No type of way.
Well, we looked at differently, man.
I mean,
we're not the
can.
No.
That double standard benefits us because we don't get judged for having 100 bodies.
not
we
the
get
same
praised.
as they get judged.
And that's
High five.
cool. That's not
So,
cool.
yes, I was right on the table.
Not cool, bro.
No, that's a double standard.
Okay. If you
Because
say
you're gonna put it on the
I'll
table,
put
like,
it on the table.
damn it, I did it.
Yeah, I did it.
And I do it again.
Man, think about the women that's listening to us right now.
But
double standard.
But think about the double standard that benefit them. If you get mad, if your girl get mad at you and she slapped the shit out of you, can you slap the shit out of her back?
Nah, come on now. We ain't gonna be.
Is that a double standard?
That's law.
That's the double standard.
That's the law.
No, law is.
That's called domestic violence.
That's
Right.
Assault.
But what's beneficial to you as a black man? If your wife slaps you, what's the most beneficial thing you can do? Walk away or slap her back?
Right.
Walk away.
Exactly.
But okay, hold on.
That's a double standard.
No. But then, okay,
Why
but
is that
then
beneficial
tell
to
our
you?
sons at age 5, if Becky Sue slaps you, punch her in her fucking face. All right, then. So don't say it's double standard because we are taught early on. Are we not?
What
We
about
are
slap
taught
Becky
early
back?
on. Now,
What about slap Becky
okay,
back? If
hold on,
Becky
hold on.
slap you, why can't you slap Becky
in
back?
all seriousness, spitting and slapping was the two things my mama told me. You don't let nobody get off. Spitting and slapping anything in the face. My mom told me you don't let nobody get that off. I don't care. She said I don't care who it is, male or female, because nobody should be slapping you, and you definitely don't accept spit.
Right.
So, in all fairness, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's somebody that's on some bullshit and they do that, then I can see you handling your business. But off the cuff,
But
like, come on now.
Personally, if your wife slaps you for whatever reason, right? Personally, the reason you don't slap her back is because you know you can inflict more harm.
No, I'm gonna be honest. The reason I don't slap her back is because my mom and them told me.
But why though?
We're gonna let that ride. I don't know how we got to this part of
No,
it.
but I'm saying we're talking about double standards.
I don't-
I'm talking about double standards.
I don't
Double
think we want to go.
standards.
We
Double
talking about
standards.
double standards. I was about to segue, but I'm saying
I'm gonna just say we're not hitting any women around here.
No.
We don't agree with that.
we're not hitting no one. No one hits anyone.
And we're talking about double standards as far as like past
That's a bad example.
sex.
No, it's not a bad example. I was
It's a bad
cooking for a
example,
minute,
man.
man.
That's a.
That's
Yeah,
a whole
bad example.
other episode.
I'm gonna lay that motherfucker down.
Yeah,
Hey, Will got real small over here.
We
Will.
don't get too far off topic.
Will got real
Yeah,
small
yeah.
over there.
Develop.
Thank you for bringing us back.
We can get part 2 that.
Yeah,
Part
I'm
two
not
that.
doing that with you today, Steve.
What's your point? To be clear, we're not about these women. What's your point?
No, zero.
My point is double standards exist,
They do. Okay.
and it's unfair, but that's the whole reason why it's called a double standard.
You're right. They do, but when it's that one, and that's what I feel like we're talking about a female that's that one that you're really like,
The
hey,
one.
I see you. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I see you. Like,
Yeah.
when you went out,
made
I already
that
know it's
decision.
you. I know
Yeah.
it's you.
You.
I know it's you.
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm not even focused on nobody else. It's you. I know it's you,
Yep.
and I'm not gonna stop till I get you.
And that's it.
And if she
Yeah.
would have disclosed, hey, X, Y, and Z, does that sway you, or does that? Now, I'm gonna ask you this:
Yeah.
does it sway you knowing? And I don't know, but let's just say if your past was a past of, hey man, I done put my track shoes on and ran through some
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So if that's your past, and wifey, I'm not saying that that's D's past. I don't know, but do you still look at that? Do you still have the same answer, knowing who you are? Do you still have that same answer of, oh, it's a no for me once she disclosed whatever she
I
disclosed?
got 100 bodies.
do
I'm
not.
about to get married.
I do not. So
Yeah, because you know what? That's that one.
When in that conversation, how I internalized it was, and it was in a second, it was kind of selfish. It was almost like a competition. I was just like, nah, I was way like, and I blew past that. So it's like, what she did was not even it's nothing. So who it was, when it was, where it came
You
from,
give a damn about that?
I'm here now.
Yeah, there we
I'm
go.
here now.
But what
We're
if,
talking.
What if her numbers was higher than yours?
I mean, it's a
Would
conversation.
you would have felt any? That's what I'm saying. Do you feel any kind of
I
way?
think that would affect me long term. I would be more cautious and like more like I wouldn't just be taking trips with the fellas for a week or two because I'd be like, maybe just in case. I don't know. You know what I mean? But like in the moment, I'm not gonna just be like, nah, I'm shutting it down because you had more bodies than me. Like, I mean, you what it is what it is. You had your past.
I got something to say.
I say
I like to be confident in self.
it's a
Right, that's me,
That's
man.
where it's coming from. I'm
That's
confident in
me.
self.
I'm him.
So,
man.
That's what you did.
Yeah.
It's
I'm
Confident
him.
a
Yeah.
reason why.
Shut up. Well, see, there you go.
Cool.
See,
Hey.
and you gonna be the reason why I get a divorce.
What?
You gonna be the reason because every time you remind me, Will, hey, nigga, you know she
that
had,
thought they was
and
him
you know it
too.
was 100 niggas who thought they was him too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go home and look at her, want to punch her in the side of her face
Hey.
because 100
I'm not
niggas
condoning no violence.
might think that. Now I'm not. It's a joke, ladies. It's a joke.
Zero time.
I
I know.
say-
I'm him.
I say personally, it's a reason why women's past matter more to men than men's past matter to women. For us, it's an ego thing. It's a natural ego thing, and I think to ignore that because I think
I
that's
couldn't get my jeans on.
Steve would have go pee.
Hey, you assuming he was gonna be? He
But,
had to go twinkle.
I just say it's a reason why it matters, and yes, a double standard does exist. Now, I think that to be unrealistic for our age group, if we get with a woman and feel like to say, "Oh, you haven't been with other men," I think that's unrealistic, right? But I also feel like that when I got with my wife, she was in a 5-year relationship before we got together, so that was something that I took into consideration. Now she was like had a crew of dudes in her phone and she getting flat by, you know, I know I wouldn't take her seriously. Just like I didn't take another woman seriously who told me that story. Once she told me, I started internalizing like, ooh, man, what went through your mind to make you think that was okay? Why didn't you get mad or
She got roofied.
no, she didn't get none of that, guys. She
Oh, you mean?
She knew exactly what she was
she knew
doing.
what she was doing.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
she-
The threesome.
That, you know.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm
okay.
talking about
Something
an
to talk about.
actual situation where the
But
guy
see,
came with another
When
girl.
you said in your head, why do you think that's okay? Or what was you thinking when it was happening? Did you ask her those questions?
Well,
No.
Or did you just
No,
shut
no,
it
no,
down
no,
like I'm
no.
cool on that shit?
I knew at that moment that I cannot take you seriously.
Nah, you should have
What if
asked
she
her
was down for the
question.
call?
No. I didn't want to do that. I felt like that there should have been. That's not my job to teach you that. It's not my job to go over that. It's not my job
You're
to.
not teaching.
No,
You're trying
right,
to-
right.
I didn't want it. Maybe you wanted it. Whatever.
You
My
said
thought process-
you didn't even want to spend that time.
I didn't want to spend that time.
Okay,
And
okay.
once I started testing it, I felt like it was true. When I passed to the homies, like, oh man, talk to my friend.
Oh,
It was no question. Like, okay,
Oh,
well, you know,
now.
cool. So
now you adding.
yeah, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is,
I didn't know you
dating.
was passing it to the homie.
I think dating in your 30s for men is easier because we can pull back and we can go to a younger woman who may not have all that baggage. They may look at us and be like, man, you have the resources, you have all that. They don't care about our past. They more care about our future. So we could say we have more options. Now, women who may have passed us up in the past or didn't care, now they may have 1 or 2 kids or even more and have a litany of bodies on them. We do care. We like, well, man, I'm cool.
I'm gonna pose it another way, but go ahead, Steve.
And this is why I think it's a little bit important to us because which is easier? We said earlier, men control access to relationship, women control access to sex. So I feel like for a woman to have 100 bodies, a woman who's fat and frumpy can get more play than me just because that's how we are. So for her to have 100 bodies, is that not easier than me having 100 bodies? Because since women reach maturity, they always get thrown sex. You know what I mean? It's easier for them to get sex than it is for me. So for a woman to have 100 bodies, it's like,
I hate that you feel that way.
like overall speaking, is it not easier for women to get access to sex than us?
I mean,
Yes.
in general cases.
Say it again.
Overall, women can get access to sex easier than you.
They the gatekeeper.
Yeah, I mean,
So if she has 100 bodies, you're gonna be like, well, okay, but it's easy for you to get 100 bodies because you can just tell which dude yes and no. But for you to have 100 bodies, you actually got to put in work to have 100 bodies.
What if she was a stripper?
Still, she controls access to sex.
Wait.
Wait.
I had to drop that dime real quick.
Hold on.
Even if she is, it's still a lot easier for her to have 100. Even more because she's a stripper than it
One of the ones that Drake be talking about. Bad.
You're saying as a woman, they have the control of who gets in there, right?
It's easier for them to get sexual access than us.
So you're saying they chose to let these 100 guys come in to where you had to work to get those 100 girls.
Exactly. Right. They didn't have to work. All they do is sit back and choose.
I mean, there's some facts to that.
Yeah,
like, listen, I could literally.
The way you say it,
yo.
The way you say it, that's a tough pill to swallow. Disgusting.
I'm just pointing.
She is disgusting,
and that's what's gonna keep you up at night when she tell you she at 100. You're gonna be like, so you chose 100.
But listen, you and her 1-on-1. You might be a little sympathetic, but when you got your homie Will, like, bruh. 100? 100, bro?
So, you break it down, you think about the number,
you're like, yeah, that's an average of, right?
Yeah, like
that's an average
point.
If you turn down,
you had control at some point.
Yeah.
She still got 40.
Yeah.
Under her belt.
Man, listen.
Imagine the story.
Hey, listen. He bringing it full circle. Like, he's making it a reality now. Like,
she been on.
Oh, would you stop?
How many futons?
How many back seats? Let's go there.
How many back seats?
Hotels, truck beds, locker rooms, family restrooms.
Jeez.
And look, in her 30s, she say, I had 100 bodies. After she's 30, she said, I had 100. But now I want to get serious. I want to find someone to marry. I want to settle down. And I want you to be that
burning drum on 24. Okay. I'm out of here.
I want you to be the one now. You know, I'm done doing all this. I had 100, but you the dude, though. I want you to give me
you done laid too much on me at this point.
The guy that had her on that air mattress.
He had to
laughing at you because you got her in a 3-story house, 2-car garage, all this.
He didn't have to do,
and you had to work
for that.
Now you got to put a ring on it and say.
That's why I think that matters.
Yeah,
I need to know the past.
Okay, but what has she been doing? Okay, so you have that conversation. So what's her present? What has she been doing in the present?
Even if she's on her shit on the present.
In church.
Don't tell me
on the sister board.
Don't tell me the past then.
No, I want to know.
To another
city. No. I want to know.
Lie.
What is she doing in her present? Like, listen, this is what I've come from.
But do you feel like... I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, do you think? Do you think? No, do you think? No, do you think? You got to cook.
But do you feel like they're just going to come out and say, like, hey, I had 100 dudes?
No, they're not. They're not. They're going to lie. They're going to lie.
They're going to give you 20.
Yeah, I had 3.
100 is really 100.
Right. I mean, like,
it's rounding up.
Yeah,
right. She tell me 20. No.
Yeah.
Hey, but this is the one though.
You really don't know, is what I'm trying to say. Like, unless you was really there. But go ahead.
Hey, let me ask this, fellas. So, fellas, you know, for us, so I'm gonna ask this of us. You know, guys, just guide answer. So, when don't a body count?
Ooh.
Because I'm no. Because females, I'm gonna tell you. Because if a brother is short, they don't count that.
Nah, that's stupid.
No.
What? That's woman man. Like, what do you mean? If he's inside you, how does that count?
Whoa, time out.
Paul.
Whoa.
We ain't talking about Coach D.
That logic, though.
No, I'm just saying because you know women are quick to be like, "Oh, girl, that don't count.
That don't count.
Oh, he was only 2 minutes. That don't count.
It counts for us. It counts.
All of it counts.
Yeah.
If 2 people engage in sex, it counts.
It counts.
If somebody pulls something off,
if you didn't finish and all that crap, I don't care about that.
It's all on body. Body's a body.
It's a body's a body.
Body's a body.
And I want to know.
You want to know about all the bodies?
Not everyone.
But
come on, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Do you want to know bodies or details?
I'm saying.
Is it a crime?
It might link over to that.
No, it's not.
No, you want to know bodies or details?
You must ask if
so you're not going to press
it's for you.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? There's certain questions I'm not asking.
Like what?
But
I'm not asking if you ever.
I don't want to know if that motherfucker was 19 inches long.
You don't want to know that.
I don't know.
No. I'm just saying.
That's true shit.
Let's be real.
I'm not asking.
I'm never going to ask about another.
I will never ask.
Was he bigger than me? It's guys that do that.
Yeah, that's.
It's guys. We call them.
That's more so if you got cheated. They start asking.
That's more. No, that's more our insecurity.
Or insecurity if you show.
That's our ego. That's our ego.
Rationalize that question. You know what I mean? Like I'm not asking nobody that. whatever he was, he was. But what I'm saying is like, you know what I mean? Like big, small, it don't matter. Like you did it, whatever you chose, wherever you at. But I'm just saying, like, I think it's more important when it comes to somebody that you really want to be with. It's more important for you to tell me the trauma when it comes to your past bodies. Tell me the trauma part. Now, if you were just out here, it was one night and we with the girls and fuck it, like we was out there, I let somebody slide. That's have a good time. Like when I was with, no, I'm talking about trauma.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So
if you was out there having a good time, that's not trauma.
Well,
that's
you.
Right, you know what I'm saying.
having a
Do we
ball.
want to separate that though, and just only the trauma?
I don't know what girls I be talking to, but I don't know about girls that just be like out here doing the octagon shit where 100 niggas run through her at one night.
I'm with you on that.
I'm
Do I?
Listen,
I'm just
though.
saying, like, on a
I tend to think that my picks
you
have been
go
pretty
out with
good.
your girlfriend.
My draft picks have been pretty high. I tend to pick in my ex life, baby.
If you went out
in my ex life, baby, in my ex life,
but what I'm saying is like, so if you're a female and you go out there and you have a good night with your girls and you met a guy that was whatever, you got to, you know what I mean? I just want to let him
Hey,
I don't think that's not trauma. That's you having a good night.
Gotta be trauma though.
It
wait a minute.
But
We got a
things
caller.
are
We got a
trauma.
caller coming in.
That's
We
what
got
I'm saying. So let me know the
Patch
trauma,
in.
but I'm not tripping about the whatever.
What's up, caller? Can you hear us? What's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear
You
me?
got us?
what's up, killer?
What's going on?
Hey, what's happening? What's popping?
Make sure you get Demetrius on here too. I know she gonna
He
talk
right
that
here
talk.
with-
What's up, Demetria?
right here.
Where?
Hello. She said, hey,
So-
hey, hey.
So we framing a question. The dating pool after 30, the goods, the bads, the troubles, the trauma, whatever you got to speak on, let us know. Like dating after 30, what do you think about it?
I don't know. I guess it's been a long time since I've been out there. I was married for a long time. And so, don't really know if any that much has changed with dating, but I know that when you get to a certain age, sometimes you're stuck in your ways, and so that could be difficult. And the pool shrinks a little bit, so you don't have as many options.
Yeah, see, the stuck in your ways, that was another point that we wanted to talk about. Especially when you're in your 30s, 40s, and 50s, you so accustomed to do things the way you wanted to do things, especially if you're independent. I don't need a man, I don't need a woman, or whatever. It's hard to compromise with somebody, though, like you vibing with, because you've been stuck in your ways and you feel like you are who you are. And it's harder to change when you've been the same person for years. So, yes, I definitely think that's one of the things that you run into when you're dating over 30. What do you think? Do you think you ran into people who they just in their ways and they don't want to compromise? They just are who they are, and you feel like you got to accept them, or what do you think? Yo, can you hear us? Still with us?
Yeah, we still here. Come on, you ain't got nothing to say. You got something to say.
Come on, Demetria. You got something to say any other time, Demetria. Come on, let's talk, Demetria.
I'm calling you out now. Wow.
Yeah, you got something to say. Yeah, any other time.
Okay, that is true. All right, well, I'll say just a little something. My experience with dating, I'm 35. My experience with dating so far, just running into men who, at the beginning, come off as if they already know what they want and they're already moving in a direction in life that's like established and accomplished, and then once you get into it, you see like that was just all a spokesperson. Like they are not where they want to be. They're still confused about what they want out of life. Like running into those kind of situations, or running into men who are on a good path, but they're a little egotistic. If they do have a good job placement, it's like this is going to be and this is the option that you have, or if you don't, you're just going to be alone for the rest of your life. So just dealing with those situations. So I just tend to say to myself, honestly, just to avoid it all.
So let me ask you something. You 35? Are you single right now?
Yes.
Okay, so
I've heard two
what are
different
you what are
voices
you
on
really
that one.
looking for? Like, as far as if you had to put
Cap.
yourself out there right now, what's the deal breaker? What are you looking for? Like, what qualities? Like, for real, realistically, on the other side of 30, what do you really want?
Honesty.
Honestly,
I
yeah.
could
Be
definitely
honest.
say
Uh-oh.
for
Do you
me,
know?
Let her answer, McClure.
yes,
Yeah.
the person that you are and where
Yeah.
you are in your life, like present that person. Don't camouflage who you are. Present who you are in a stage of your life so you can meet somebody that is more open to accept you where you are, or if they make that decision to move on. Because none of us perfect. We're always going through something, different phases in life. So I would rather that person just be upfront about where they are in life and allow me that opportunity to make the decision if I want to join them or if I want to go my own separate way.
Right.
Okay, Coach. Can he have kids? How many baby mamas?
I would prefer, based on my experience, I don't want to deal with anybody with kids. I have, but I don't like it because it's something in the culture about if we have kids together, that's an open window that we can always mess around with each other sexually. So I would just
Oh.
prefer him to not have kids at all.
I'm not
Which
opposed to that because I got kids myself, so that ain't a thing for me.
So what are
As long as you taking
non-negotiables
care
for
of your
you two?
kids.
Like, what are absolute no-nos?
I want somebody that's honest and loyal. So, you know,
do we have to
I
make
don't
a
really
certain
have too.
amount?
No, I ain't no gold
Yeah,
digger
he
or nothing like
does.
that.
No, it ain't about gold
Not,
digger.
It's
It's
about
about
security.
as long as you can, long
You
as you
want
can
nice
take care of
purses and
yourself.
stuff, so they got to make some money.
So what if
What
he's
you
working at
say?
Wendy's? If he's working at Wendy's, is that cool? He on fried products.
No,
Monday
oh
through
no, no,
Friday.
no.
What you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Be
able
on
to take care of
fries.
himself.
Nah,
He
you
said,
said don't
They never
as
matter.
get a
long as he
big
able
buck
to take
start
care of
It don't
rolling
himself,
matter.
he do fries, hash browns, griddles.
You
He do all that,
don't
man.
have to go
Milkshake.
into the details, man. He on
He
fried
make that. He
product.
make
He
that
run the whole
cheese. He
McCafe.
make sure the cheese
Yeah,
melt
that's
before you get
benefit.
there.
Free
You know what I mean?
breakfast.
He don't
Oh,
get
one
that.
meat.
He don't get the cold cheese.
He don't want meat.
He get the melted cheese on your sandwich.
Oh yeah.
How was that?
Nah,
He
and to
might
be
be working with something if he can hook me up, with some
Ah,
fries or
see,
something
there you
like
go.
that.
Oh,
With the
you
sriracha sauce, we might be able to work with
Oh,
something. But I feel
Sriracha
like
sauce.
as long as you have goals that you are trying to accomplish in your life, because I feel like if you meet a partner, nobody's going to ever be where they want to be completely and be satisfied. So when you have a partnership and you both have your own individual goals and
Mm.
together, no matter what it is, it's not always permanent. We can move together, we can build each other together, and we can still continue to work on ourselves for our own personal achievement. So, but like I said, if he working at Wendy's, like as long as he have goals and he willing to hook me up with some fries and stuff on the side, we
Calling
good.
Cap.
all right, so can we go
I
40,
think
60?
somebody calling Cap out here.
60
You
for
said
you,
you
40
call
for
it
me?
Cap.
Colin
Somebody calling
Kaepernick.
Cap.
Yeah.
Somebody calling Cap. I don't know what I mean.
Tell him why, Will.
I've never came across a woman that would accept.
Fast food.
Wendy's.
Man, I don't care about what kind of I can tell you I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be this or that. I've never met one woman that hasn't clowned a guy flipping burgers.
I
Brian,
mean,
you know.
I'm sharing from personal experience, so
You dated a guy that was doing that?
And he
he
became a
wasn't working
millionaire.
at Wendy's, but he was working at Frickers. I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
If
No, it's
that's
the same. Yeah, same
but it's
thing.
fast food.
But how old? How
it's
old?
fast
How old was
food.
y'all? How old was y'all?
How old was that?
You said how old was that?
Yeah, how old were you and him?
I was 30.
And he was he the same or older?
Older.
We were same age.
Oh, okay.
So right now, if you meet a guy, he's 35 and he work at Frickers, would you be embarrassed if you tell your homegirls like, yeah, I'm dating this guy and he tossed the wings at Frick Dog? So
Frick Dog.
would you
But the
That's
wings
not,
was
you don't have to make it a
fire.
nickname, bro.
No,
What them
because
shits
again, if
was
we
fire.
getting to know each other and we talking about active goals and moves that we making in life, like some things are temporary.
Right.
Okay, so
and
what
I'm
if his
accepted to that.
all right, so what if his goal was to move up within Frickers? Like he wants to be like shift manager or something like that, or if
Okay.
it was some. Is that what it does? It change then, or is it like
Okay,
does it got to be
that's
something
too.
bigger than that?
That's cool. I like
He
your thought
moving up in
process.
life. He's setting
He
goals
moving
for
up.
himself.
I like that.
For sure, for sure.
Well,
Okay,
you
we
got
got
goals. I like that.
Marquise.
But
What's
yeah.
going on, man? Let me hear your thoughts, man.
Oh, we
We
got another
chiming in on the dating market, the dating pool after 30s, man. Let's hear what you got to say. You got personal experience, or what's going on with you, man?
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's happening?
Oh, okay. So you're asking dating pool's been for me since I turned 30?
Yes, sir. Hitting them 30s, man. How has it been for you?
Oh, shit. I was married 21 to 28 and had the best fun I've had in my life after my first marriage. Well, after marriage, traveling, doing contract. I did contracted with Andrew.
Okay.
Traveling the world. It's been the best.
Okay. So for right now, are you just dating as far as just to hook up? Or are you really looking for something like long term you can build with? Your experience might be different if you just dating just a date. You know what I mean? Like, what are you doing right now? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, to be honest, right now I'm actually in a committed relationship. Hold on, I'm sorry.
You at work, bro? Right.
Yeah, I told you I was actually working on this.
Man,
Yeah, work, man.
get your money, man. Get your money.
I got a question.
Yeah, you look like
I got a
doing
question
all right,
for you,
big dog.
Marquise.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
you're
I wanna
in a
garage like
relationship
yours.
currently.
Yeah.
Upon entering this relationship after marriage, what was your mental like? Did you already have a set of red flags that you were looking for, or did you walk into it with an open mind, clean slate for this relationship?
I was actually looking for a traditional woman, someone who knows how to be quiet at when she knows her man needs some quiet time. A woman that knows how to cook. Just an overall traditional woman, not promiscuous. Those sorts of things. And I found that with my current.
Did you also have that same mindset upon entering the first relationship? Well, which turned into a marriage.
No, because I got married as soon as I went into the military. First pretty girl I seen. To me, the first pretty girl I seen, I married, and I didn't know anything then. Like I messed up a lot, cheated. We got 2 kids together. They're teenagers now, and I didn't know anything back then. Like I said, I learned most of my stuff after marriage because that's when you actually get to experience different women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hey, I appreciate the honesty. For real, what you were saying, Derek, clean slate, bro, is so hard to have after you done had 2 or 3 failed relationships. Bro, ain't no more clean slate.
No, I disagree with that. Every new person is a clean slate.
Supposed to be.
No. It is.
If you heal.
No, it is. She's a clean slate. I'm the problem. I'm the one carrying the baggage, not her.
No, but she have baggage too.
Right, but listen to what I'm saying. When you say clean slate, this is a new female.
Right.
So if I got a divorce, I've been married 11 years.
Yeah.
I got a divorce now. Boom, I'm done with that. This next lady is a clean relationship. However, mentally, my slate's still not clean because when I walk in this, I'm looking for the bullshit to happen.
That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
trauma
But that's me. But every relationship is a clean slate.
Supposed to be.
No. It is.
It's supposed to be.
I'm the one.
Supposed to be.
Listen, y'all not hearing me.
Yeah. Most of these females are exactly the same.
It's a clean slate. Why? Because she's a new female. I can't put her transgressions on her.
I know, but we only human, and sometimes we do. That's
what
you saying theoretically is right. But I'm saying if you're not healed, and we just.
But then you don't need to be dating.
You got to do the work.
You got to do the work, bro.
Yeah, you should be dating. Then
Shouldn't be dating.
Let's be real. You're not ready to date.
Yeah.
You need to go sit on somebody's couch and tighten it up.
We was discussing earlier that women have access to sex, and men we have access to marriage.
What's up, y'all?
And how it's easier for us as we in our 30s. We worked, we built our resources. That now we're more so the prize, and now women it's harder for them to to get in those relationships and do what they have to. Because and again, I can't hear you on the mic because they have the headphones, but they in their prime years, in the early 20s, when they had all that, they didn't do what they were supposed to. So now when they have like a few kids, they're like, oh, I want to settle down. And that's where I feel like for men, we feel like the past matters. Do you feel like a past for a woman matters?
Yes, it definitely matters. It matters because from her past, you can tell what direction uh, she's gonna be in, sort of in the future. You can tell a lot about a person's future by looking at their past. You know what I'm saying?
But what if you? I got a question for you, man. If you find out about that past, like later on, say like you've been dating her for like a year or two, and then you find out she got 100 bodies. Are you gonna waste your 2 years, or are you gonna just move forward?
If she didn't tell me that in the beginning and then told me later
told you later on,
she got 100 of them things.
100 of them. 100 smashes.
Hold as much weight later on.
I probably would feel disgusted, man.
100 is still 100.
Hold on, let's hear
it.
But are you gonna leave her? Are you gonna leave her?
That's the question. Are you gonna like leave her, or what you gonna do? Because you got 2 years back.
You love her. You into it with her. She tell you, babe, I'd have been busted down 100 times by 100 different fellas. Are you gonna stay or are you gonna go?
And your body count is like 60. She got 100.
Yeah, she been body slammed 100 times.
Perfect example. That happened in my last relationship. Angie knows about it. That's the same. That's what happened to my last relationship. I left her ass. I told her, hey, I'm gonna get away first.
What it do?
You know,
got it.
It's a long story. Angie knows about it, man. I could sit here for hours.
Hold on. So, did you leave based on that fact alone that you found out later that it was more bodies than what you actually anticipated?
Does it sound like it was something that happened and then you found out more information?
I knew when I met her. I knew she was kind of promiscuous. You know, I knew she was promiscuous, but then I was like, you know what? This was when I first got in the military. I ain't had no place to live. So, you know.
So you had motives. So you had motives. Oh, yeah. This story getting good. Go. Keep going.
Now.
Makes sense.
My pride. This shit hurts.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
I see her.
Dope.
But then once I, build, after a year or so, I was like, I'm not doing this. It's still her body count was still racking up while she was with me. So.
Okay, female caller.
Yeah.
Now that's
our other callers on the line.
In the hole and left the hole. All right.
Y'all still with us? Tiffany?
What's your thoughts, Tiff?
She sleep.
Yo, Tiffany, y'all still with us? What's up? They might not be.
That worked both ways. Nah, that worked both ways.
Oh, there you go.
Let me pose it this way, though. Let me pose it this way. Okay, so let's say I tell you who I was with in the past, though. But the women I was with were super lame, and you like way above them. Would you look at me any different? Like if I was giving lame females play, but now I'm with you, would you look at me any different? Because from a guy's perspective, if we with a chick and we see who you messed with in the past, and these dudes are like not on shit and super lame, you're gonna be like, you're gonna look at her differently. Like, yo, you gave him play. And I'm like, I'm about my business.
I'm jumping through hoops and shit.
Yeah, I gotta jump through hoops and get the same thing this lame dude got. Like naturally,
she reformed.
But what if it was in her? What if it was like younger? Like, what if she gave it to a guy that wasn't developed yet in his 20s?
Right. That's what I'm saying. We gotta put context.
You gotta put context into it.
You gotta put context. 5 years she gave him play.
Now, so are we talking about where we are present day?
Right. Present day. She got 100 bodies.
And knowing you a whole different Steve today than you were 5 years ago, 10 years ago. And you find out that the young lady you interested in just last year, now if you say just last year,
I'll be mad.
Was giving Bozo the Clown and Sideshow Bob play.
It's a no.
Now I can see it being a no. But if she was like, I was in my mid-20s and I gave such and such a play, and bow-legged Tyrone was a clown, then you can't hold that against her.
Yeah, that's up to me.
You can't hold it against her, man. Let that go. You gotta let that go, baby.
It does matter for you.
The young lady you interested in.
There we go.
Just last year.
We just leveling up.
Just last year. Was getting both of the clown and Sideshow Bob play. I can see it being a no. But if she was like, I was in my mid-20s and I gave such a play, bow-legged Tyrone was a clown. Then You can't hold that against her. Yeah, that's up to me. Can't hold it against her, man. Let that go. You gotta let that go, baby. It does matter.
Yeah, you gotta let it go. It was something about bow-legged Tyrone that she liked.
Something about bow-legged Tyrone that she liked.
It was something about bow-legged Tyrone that she liked.
What you think, OJ, bro? What's happening, bro? Chime in for us, man. What's going on?
Cool.
Can you hear us, bro? You with us?
Doing my podcast, dude.
Yo, what's going on, bro? What you got?
You're the only one from work that follows me. Joe, what's up, Joe?
What up?
What's up, bro? So listen, bro, chime in, man. The dating pool after 30s, man. Right now, I think we talking about body counts. Does it matter in the dating pool in your 30s, dog? What you got for us? He's breaking up a little bit with us, man. He's breaking up a little bit. But what I would say is though, yeah, context matters. So like, if he gave that dude play within the last year, you want to feel like, because me personally, bro, I don't like a woman who's easily accessible.
But part of that context is finding out, okay, what was so special about bow-legged Tyrone? How'd that come about?
Exactly.
So you need to find out how that even came about.
Here's the thing, but you different with different people too. You learn
there you go. I like that. Say it again.
Relationships. I said you're
grow different with
and
different
learn
people
from relationships. So you might not be that same person you were with that person that you are with the new person.
Yeah.
No, I get that. I'm just saying, for me, I think, like, when a guy works on himself to build himself up, I'm looking for a woman who's not easily accessible, man. If you don't gave every type of dude play, then why should I pay the ultimate price or marriage or this and that when you don't give a dude who didn't do half that I did play?
Right.
I'm working too hard, you know what I'm saying, to court a certain type of woman. So if you gave every dude play who hollered at you, it's like, that's gonna say something to me, is because it's like, why work this hard when a dude who don't work a quarter of an inch hard can get the same play as you?
So what's play? Define play then. Is that going all the way?
Going all the way?
Is that smashing or smashing. I went on a date? Because I was single, and I'm saying from a female standpoint, I was single. I had nothing to do. He wanted to take me. I'm talking about smashing. So we only gonna box this in to hop it in the sack.
Yeah. So if you gave that's Lil
a different
D,
dynamic though.
If you gave Lil D it, then why do I need to do all this to get the same thing? You know what I mean? Like,
we want to feel, as men, we want to feel special. We want to feel unique. So if we, you know, I remember Muhammad Ali told his daughters, he said that if you know, like, the most valuable things are the hardest things to get: pearls, diamonds, you know, oysters. All those things are very hard. You have to dig in the dirt. You have to go into the mountains. You have to go into the ocean. Man, if you literally like surface level, why would I pour that into you?
But put context on that though.
I know. Context is straightforward.
That's key.
Context that I'm giving is that if you as a woman are out here, dude go on a date, you bust it open, or like Steve said, a dude didn't have to put in half the work I did, it's literally gonna make me take a few steps back.
So on that date, was it the first time? Like I hit it on the first date?
This is what I say. Remember we had a conversation before, and when I was saying I don't believe a woman will she do it on the first date, because I feel like there's a guy out there that you will do it to on the first date.
Okay.
So if you making me go through all these hoops, like I got to date for 3 months, that's telling me I ain't that guy. So I got to be that guy. So if I ain't that guy in your mind, I'm not going to waste my time, because I know there's a guy out there right now that if he gave you that energy, he took you on a date, he going to be clapping them cheeks at the end of the night.
Right,
so
but what about the women who don't do that?
They far and few between.
They ain't far few in between.
Man,
we ain't talking about the story, man. Listen, you can't say that. You can't say that.
They are far and few between.
Man, listen, I'm telling you, you cannot say that, because we only hear about stories like that. We don't ever hear about the women that be on that. Bro, what, you thought you was getting some? You're not even coming in the house.
I get that. Listen, what I'm saying is, now with those women, if you vet out, they raised by their father, each situation is case by case. I will say that. But I'm saying we're in our 30s. If I get back in the dating world, if a woman want to be like, oh, you got to court me for 6 months, you got to go through all this, I'm instantly gonna be like, I'm cool. Because I'm not doing all that. Because you already got 2 or 3 kids, man. Shit, you been giving.
So what? She's not entitled to change?
Man, hey,
y'all clowning, man.
Don't change for me.
Y'all clowning, man.
You better keep that same.
Y'all clowning, man.
Now, if she was
y'all gonna find an L7 bomb.
She can't have no bar.
No. If she like
for you, but you can have one for her.
Right. Come on, this makes no sense.
She can't tell you shit, but you can tell her how to be.
Yeah.
Dead ass.
No. Guess what? You gonna find a bum then. You gonna find a sucker in the bum if you think for one moment that a woman is going. A real woman ain't going for that. A real black woman ain't going for that, man. So all of this, she gonna do as I say. Good luck with that shit. Cause you gonna be by yourself. Yeah. Cause you're not gonna have ain't no real ass woman.
Right.
Ain't no alpha female.
I don't want no alpha female.
No. And here's what I mean by stop. Here's what I mean by alpha female. An alpha female is just a real ass woman. An alpha female is a woman gonna stand on business. Ain't gonna let a man to do what the fuck you want to do.
But she did.
That's what alpha. That's what an alpha female is.
But okay, but if she already got kids, she
man. Listen, bro. I love to see the women y'all date, man. Cause today.
Listen,
today, boy, I could take off on every last one of y'all today, man.
No.
On my mama. Well, y'all, man, y'all being real weird to me today. No, not y'all. Man, y'all being weird to me today. I'm like, these niggas over here. No, because y'all clowning, bro. Take that shit over there.
So look,
y'all clowning, man.
So if I'm single, I get with a chick and she on that virgin level. Let's say she, I don't know, 20, 21. Yeah, I may put in a little bit more effort. But if I'm, I'll be 38 this year, and I'll go get another woman, and she in her late 30s, got kids, and she want me to put the same effort into her that I would as in a young chick. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry.
He said it.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I said it.
Hey, man.
Listen to me. Are there some?
Do you have a pass? Let me ask you something. Do you have a pass?
Woman that you
hold on. Do you have a pass? Do you have a pass? Do you have baggage?
Listen to me. I know we talked about that earlier. A double standard exists when it comes to men.
That's wild.
I'm saying our future is more
I hear what
important.
I hear what you're saying.
I get it. I'm just saying, but listen to me. It's facts, man. I'm not discouraging. I'm saying every relationship is different. But what I'm saying is, if I got back into the dating world now. If I got with a chick who, let's say, late 30s, she has kids, and she'd be like, oh, well, I won't do this, I won't do that, I won't do all that. And I'll be like, cool, you need to go find that guy that's willing to be patient with you. I'm just saying.
Hold on, but what are those won't do?
Fair? What you mean won't do? 90 days, yeah.
I mean, y'all can't tell a woman when she can and can't give it up based off what she done did before.
Listen to me. You're right.
I'm saying for y'all as men, you sound crazy as hell.
I mean, I want y'all to be more secure with yourselves.
Man, y'all clowning, bro. Y'all clowning today.
Can I throw something?
Respect.
Go ahead, Will.
Can I throw something out? Throw something before it get out of control.
No, we good. We good.
Friendly
banter.
Hey. Women put time constraints on us too.
That's true.
I want to have kids by such and such. I want to be married by such and such. Now it's a crime because we want to have sex by such and such. Come on, it's two people. It's two different genders controlling what they can control because they can control sex.
Go ahead. No, I'm listening to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They can, the woman can control sex and the men control access to the relationship, marriage. Are we boyfriend, girlfriend? That's why women typically ask that question of what are we? Yeah. You know what I mean? So for me, I would say we got to put that in perspective as well.
Okay. But now, in regards to what you just said.
Yes.
Now, as far as the constraints.
Yeah.
Generally, if a woman is saying she want to have a baby by X amount of time, that might be her preference, but that don't necessarily mean it's gonna happen.
Same with sex, though.
Huh?
That's the same with sex. Just because I want it tonight, don't mean it's gonna happen.
Right. But so I feel like hold on. So if I'm responding to what you said,
sure.
As far as about the whole, the people putting the time frame on us, that don't just because she said that don't mean nothing. So what?
Same thing. Because you said we shouldn't give a woman. We shouldn't tell her when, it's her body. We shouldn't tell her when she's going to have sex. That's what you said.
No, I ain't said it. I never said she should.
No,
I didn't say we're going to tell her.
Listen, hold on. I
You
least
can't tell a woman when she's
Yeah.
supposed to give it up.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
understood
But I'm
it
saying
that way.
keep it both ways.
Okay.
Right.
In the
Keep
realm
it both
of,
ways.
hold on, time out. So in the
They
realm
tell
of,
us, they give us
Sure.
time frames.
yes,
too.
yes.
I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's okay the other way. I'm just saying for sure.
Well,
you
that was,
can't
I was
tell
playing
her
devil's
when to give
advocate.
it
I
up.
was flipping it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was
Yeah,
saying
but
it's
you
not
can't
okay
be like,
to
oh,
give it up.
because
Okay.
The opposite.
okay, so the context with what you were saying,
Mhm.
my response to that is basically that woman over here was jumping. She was jiggy over here, but now she done got to me, and now she's making me wait. Amen. It is what it is. It is what it is on that. Like I can't be mad at her. She making me wait. She could be in a different headspace now.
I didn't even think about that. Though.
Yeah, yeah.
Just talking to me.
I might feel like I'm.
Somebody rolled out. Maybe it's you, OJ. But listen,
I see what you're saying now.
I feel like that. Of course, every relationship is different, and
For sure.
like I wouldn't rule out. I mean, my wife is 2 years older than me, so I mean, I feel like that every situation is different. I just think that there's different amounts of energy you're going to put into something that. I mean, when I got my wife, it was much earlier, but like, I mean, now if I went back into the dating world, I'm just being honest, man. And I think a lot of men are the same way, which is why you have a lot of women who are single who be like, oh, I can't find a good man. I can't, because they have these unrealistic standards. They want us to jump through these hoops, but you didn't make Tyrone and Pookie jump through those hoops.
When though?
It don't matter.
It
when.
does
It
matter.
don't-
It does matter.
you
If he was young and naive
ain't worried
and didn't
about
make them
another
jump through
nigga.
hoops,
Hey.
that's one thing.
Okay.
But she done went and got some business about herself, and she like, okay, this is what she got some standards now. And unfortunately, you want what they had. If you him, it's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen, man.
Man, right, and her
That's what I'm
prime,
saying.
right. But I'm saying, okay, in her prime, Pookie and Ray Ray didn't have to jump through all those hoops. But now you saying
Nope.
Andrew and Steve got to jump
How
through
do
all
you
these
know
hoops. We
what
got to
hoops
marry.
they
them.
What's
We
the
gotta
female
make-
call?
Right.
What's the
Why
female
is y'all
call?
so
female
concerned
call?
with what
Female
these other
call.
niggas is
Tiffany.
doing?
Tiffany, what you
Tiffany,
think?
what's going on? Chime in.
I'm just trying to figure out how do you know what hoops that the other guys had to go through that you didn't, or they
'Cause-
did that, vice versa.
We asked him. He didn't put no ring on it. He didn't
Those
take
are
care of you.
wild
He didn't
questions.
take care of your kid. Like he
How
just
do you have that conversation with another woman?
Right.
What did your last man do to get in the
But I'm
draw?
saying,
He
okay,
put it
so-
down.
No. I want to know.
I'm
I want to
saying
know.
you
I want to know.
assuming that you
What
you
did he
assume.
do? What did he say? How
That's
much?
so
did
He
he
sucker ass
was in
shit
a
we
relationship
talking about,
long
to be
term
honest.
with a guy,
Come on, bro. What kind
and
of
That's
he
a
didn't have
sucker
to
conversation.
He didn't have to do none of that. And he
That's a sucker conversation.
Suck ass
Hey man,
conversation.
you gave it to Tyrone. Mina,
Yeah.
I thought you was gonna jump on my frog, Mina. You let Tyrone hit it. Why I can't get it? Man, you sound like a whole sucker. You sound like a whole sucker, man.
Hey, you let
Now
that
that's a
nigga
simp
Terry
right there.
Yeah.
You sound like a sucker, a hater,
There's a certain
a
way
simp.
on how to ask
Go
that
ahead,
question.
Marquise, talk. Go ahead, bro.
So you
No,
say
I
you
was
gotta
saying
ask
there's a
it
certain
correctly.
way that you can ask those questions about her past. You don't just straight up ask.
Right.
You know,
What was it about
how many
these
dudes did you sleep
situations
with
that
and-
made you do?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
what was it
certain way of
about that
asking the
situation? How'd that situation come down? How'd that come about?
So you telling me when she's in her prime, when she's in her early 20s, she's not making other dudes jump through the same hoops. But now since she's 35, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I need this. I
Steve,
need
you
that.
really asking me this for real?
No, but
You
I'm
a different
saying it.
person
What?
than
Oh
in your
man,
20s.
Steve.
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what it is.
Go
No
ahead,
matter
go
what
ahead.
woman you get with, you're going to have to work.
Yes.
But she
It
said
don't
she had 100 bodies.
No,
You-
bro.
we-
No, before you even get to the 100 bodies, you're gonna have to work. to
Right.
get
You
her.
might not even
100
know
bodies
that.
don't matter.
So you already
that just
put
don't
in
matter.
the
So let me ask you a
work.
question then. That conversation never happens in the first 6 months, and you really just grooving, and we having a great time. We could, we're vibing. It's really a great moment, day by day with each other. Okay. So my thing is,
Once it happens,
It's-
it's how I feel. That's 100 bodies.
so
I gotta
no.
feel some type of way about
Okay.
it.
So
Why?
what if you ain't busted her down in them 6 months?
What if you 101 and there was no more after that?
What you
He said
mean?
100.
You had 100 before you. You 101 and there's no more after that. That don't mean nothing to you.
Hey, hold on. Hey,
What it
hey,
means
hold
to
on.
me,
Hey,
everybody
I got a
was
viewer.
whack
I got a
as
viewer.
fuck, and I can't even shut the shit down.
Hey, hold on before you go
That's what
through.
it feel like to me.
Hey, I got a female viewer.
Okay.
Your 20s is not really your prime. You hit your prime until you are 35 and get all your shit together. So this is for. So Casey, is that for male or female? Specify for me, Casey, male or female?
Is Casey married?
She's been married, yes.
No. Is she married now?
No, not.
Okay.
Casey, you're not married now, are you?
She's
Tap in.
Women are in their prime. 18 to 25.
Okay, I mean,
30s are not the woman's prime.
it's not, man. Listen.
Just
to me.
physically.
I mean,
I
we're
can't
talking-
say that.
Wait a minute.
Some
wait a
bad
minute.
motherfuckers in their 30s.
You're gonna be single as hell.
Wait a
You're gonna be
minute.
single as
What
hell.
majority
Worrying
of
about all the
them
dudes
Wait a
that
minute.
you met.
Well,
You can be single to the motherfucker, worrying about everybody else.
No. Let me ask you this.
Or you can be yourself.
So why did I know people have some apprehensions about Kevin Samuels, but he got famous when he was talking to women, and you have these women who will go on his show and they were talking about all these standards they have, right? And they would come to the table. I got X amount of kids. I got this. I got that. And then they would have these standards for this guy to meet, and he would be like, "You're missing out on so many other guys because you have this. You didn't have these high standards when you were in your prime. When you really could have, you probably could have pulled an NBA player. You really could have pulled." If you would have exercised these in the time when it really mattered. But now, when your options are slimmer and then men's options get greater, now you want to sit here and say, oh, well, hey, I won't sleep with you unless we're dating for 6 months. If a woman tell me that, I'm cool.
So she don't have the right to evolve. And that's
listen
what I
to
hear
me.
you say. That's what I hear
Listen
you
to
say.
me. No.
Basically, if you was a hoe at 20, be a hoe at 30
Hey,
and give it to me.
I didn't
That's
say
what I
that.
hear.
I
That's what
didn't
you're
say
saying.
that.
No, we gonna keep it a buck though. We ain't gonna candy cold.
Listen to me.
We gonna keep it a buck.
Listen to me. You could do whatever you want, and I respect it. I respect your chastity, and you want to hold out. That's fine. You can hold out.
You are backpedaling.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Listen to me.
Come on, Deion Sanders.
Let me finish my thought. You can hold out. You can do whatever. I'm saying for Andrew Young, I would not wait. I'm cool.
Why?
Why would I not
Because
wait?
if she was busting it open at 20 and at 30, she's moving differently. Why won't you wait?
I'm cool.
Why?
What you mean why?
It's a why behind it.
No. It's because now, to me, now I have to accept, let's say you bring kids to the table, right? You bring kids to the table. Let's say you have 100 bodies. You have all this stuff you have to the table now. To me, I don't care how much money you make. I don't care because I'm not asking you to support me. I don't ask you to take care of me. Now, are there men who may need that? That's a different story. I'm not that man. So I don't need your money. I don't need any of that. You could be working at McDonald's for all I care. But if you try to
Without 100 bodies.
Well, let me finish my
And no
point.
kids.
Yeah, I'm like, if you working at McDonald's, you can't come with all that other shit.
No, I'm just saying that if you sit here and come to me like, oh, well, you got to jump through all this, you have to take me out to these super nice restaurants, you got to spend all this money, you got to go through all this, and I know that, like I said, that you have all these guys that you already done let, you dropped your guard with them. Hey, you going to have to take your chance with me too. And if you're not willing,
you serious?
I'm dead ass.
So what she was doing in her 20s,
Hey,
you're holding her to that.
You gonna have
So let me ask you this. So if she did not give it up in her 20s and she's in her 30s, is your expectation that she give it up to you?
I mean, no, listen, here's the
thing.
No.
Is the expectation that she give it up to you based on what you just said?
If we went off her conversation for what she said, and I believe her for what she say is true, then I'm going to take her on her word on. I'm not going to go deep sea dive in and be Inspector
But
Gadget.
as the expectation, she don't give. If she went through her 20s, a virgin.
If she's
still a virgin.
If she didn't do that in her 20s, I don't expect her to do that now.
So if she had a couple, let's say she had 50 bodies in her 20s.
50 bodies, bro.
Listen to what I'm saying.
Damn.
Listen. Hey, hold on. Hey, man. Come on. I'm gonna talk to you players out here. See, some of you players out here got 50 bodies in 1 year. In 1 year.
In a year.
So my whole thing is, it's okay for you players to have 50 bodies in 6 months. I hear you, D. 50 bodies in 6 months. But then you want to be somebody's husband though when you ready.
But we have.
But then this girl now is 35, 37.
It's different.
And guess what? And that's why y'all gonna date ugly bums. Hey, keep up with that mindset.
Listen to me.
Now, y'all like Kevin Samuels? Well, I'm gonna be D. White. Keep up with them ugly bums here, man.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all gonna have ugly bums.
Hey, it's a double standard.
Hey, look,
It exists.
what you say? He lying.
Hey, look, that's why is it that
Cap.
why is it that women able to go to the bar and get in free and men have to pay?
Because women attract the men to the bar.
It's a double standard.
Okay.
It's a double standard.
So make every other marketing tactic a double standard then.
Not every other.
Oh, stop.
Listen to
With
me.
this pick and choose y'all doing.
Listen to me. It's a natural
Jesus
thing.
Christ.
It's a natural thing. Here's the thing. It's more women definitely within our community who are single. So we're in the power position. If we end up, listen to me, as men.
Hey Drew.
Bro, hold on. So if we end up,
Hey Drew.
listen to me. If we end
Hey
up
Drew.
in the power position,
Women are more sexual.
OJ, who's talking?
OJ, what's going on, bro? What you got for us, dog?
Oh yeah.
Go ahead, OJ.
Hey, what you getting the target, man?
Worse. Yeah.
I get it, man. Coach funny as hell, man. Coach claim if a girl, got this many bodies behind her, you know what I'm saying?
No, hold on. Put the context
cool.
with it.
It's cool.
Put the context with it, OJ. Put the context with it. What I said was in her 20s.
That's it too.
What I said was
He Gucci with
if that's what she did in her 20s, but I come across her and she 35, 36, 37, what the hell I look like going back to what she did in her 20s?
Man.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
Hey, Casey, I'm about to put you the link. Man, I need you to call in,
like
man.
I said, when
I
you're
need
a
some
woman,
help.
you
These
get
niggas
access
clown.
to sex easier. So when you woman have 100 bodies, it's different than a man have 100 bodies. It's the difference, man. They get access to sex a lot.
That
y'all.
should not affect you,
Hey,
bro.
this
Like
is
you should know.
crazy.
No, it did affect me because you have 100 bodies.
I'm saying you should be able to choose. I'm not saying that any girl that's
We choosing
and I
not
hear
to
you.
mess with
And
the
I'm
TPL.
saying I hear you. I'm saying I hear you. But what I am saying is I want you to be more confident in self.
Yes.
Because what you're doing is blocking the blessings out here because
Is it a blessing?
I'm not saying all of them. Because she could be the one. She could be the one that upgrades you. But because we acting like little ass boys up here today.
Hey,
so I'm gonna be number 101 to put a ring on.
Come on, man.
101 Dalmatian. I'm gonna go.
Come on, man. We better than that.
But wait,
So she got
I'm not
100
saying
bodies,
all
and you
of them.
saying, I just want to get context for what people believe. So 100 bodies, you good with it?
No, listen. In her 20s, right?
Let me
It
explain.
was in her 20s.
Let me explain.
It was
But I met her in her 30s.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, this is who you was, right?
Right.
Now, I might meet you, and you got it going on.
Okay.
Everything is taken care of. How the hell do I look like judging you? Because I'm judging you. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Let's keep it a buck. I'm judging you. Damn, you got 100 bodies? Ooh, you're not for me. But I know I got 300, 400 strong. Easy. But I'm judging you. You're not being a real person. You're not being a real man. You cannot look in the mirror every morning and say you being real. Stop.
What's up, OJ? Go ahead.
15 years
All
ago.
right.
Hold on. We got
All right, cool. So
Okay.
with that being said, right, I also heard arguments in the past where like if a woman would choose a man who had 50 bodies compared to a man who had one or two, woman would actually go to the guy who has 50 bodies due to the fact they got more experience. So that's like a double-edged sword too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fact. What you got, Marquise? Chime in.
And also I was going to
I
add
like it,
that
OJ.
it's a scientific fact that women with high body counts usually have mental issues, like in the future, not able to pair bond, and they usually keep all the DNA of all the men that have entered their body inside of their bodies. You get what I'm saying? There's there's emotional things that go on with the woman. That's why a woman is not made to be with tons of men like that. So that's why you know.
But I would assume that goes the same way as men. It might affect us differently, but that same DNA comes off on us as well. You feel me? Like
Yeah, but biologically,
Nobody's entering us though. You know,
not entering.
Yeah,
I'm
bi-
saying
I hope not.
I hope not. Some of them said they getting in it, bro.
I'd like to say pause. Like to say pause.
Gotta pause that.
but I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying,
my bad.
it's a transaction. I'm saying the more of the transaction of that.
Okay,
That-
so
But we can disconnect our emotions though.
we can.
So
That's why I
like
got a
you
question.
can sleep with a
Yes.
girl tonight and not think two shits about it tomorrow, but a girl will think about a man.
See, that's why I got a question, Tiffany. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, as a woman, though, Tiffany, if you have 50 to 100 bodies, do you think that might affect moving forward, being in a serious relationship, being able to pair bond, or being able to be sexually satisfied by this guy, and you got 50 to 100 bodies? Would that affect like your whole mental because you had so many guys that you laid with? That wouldn't affect you moving forward.
It affects
Just your
the
whole
guy.
mental.
I have no idea because my body count ain't up there. So
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Hold on. So, okay, here's the question. How can you be against a woman wanting to hold out then because that's what women do that don't have 100 bodies.
That don't have 100 bodies.
Right. You don't want her to have 100, but you also don't want her to give it up.
Hold on. The question is this. How can you be against a woman wanting to hold out then? Because that's what women do that don't have 100 bodies.
Well, that's what I said. If a woman is operating in a manner that's conducive for maintaining herself, she would have been doing that throughout. So I would respect those boundaries. But if you suddenly say I'm a change again Christian or whatever, and I don't want to now start with you, make you the guy to jump through the hoops. I'm sorry, I'm not that guy.
So what you saying is fuck your Christianity. I'm not accepting that.
I'm saying,
man, come on, man. You're not being real, bro.
Hey, can I hear?
Not being real, bro.
Hold on, y'all. Can I hear? I want to hear.
Derek, go ahead.
Hold on, let Derek go.
But I'm saying, like, I don't even. There's so many places to go with this.
How would you feel being that guy? Like all the other 100 didn't have to do all that, but me, I got to jump through these hoops. So
put the context behind it.
Again. I am not concerned with other niggas.
Right.
But you know, what I'm saying is, yes, there are conversations that we're going to have that I'm going to learn about your history.
Right.
But I'm not about to say you had 100 bodies. I don't even know how to get to that part of the conversation. You know what I mean? So like, how many people have you slept with? You tell me the number. They're probably either gonna tell you the truth or they're gonna lie. You're gonna take it for truth, you're gonna take it for whatever, but you're gonna move on from there. There's certain situations that you must know about because you have to protect her from those situations in the future, which are trauma situations. But when it comes to just I had a good time with the girlfriends and I slept with whoever, whatever, I don't need to know that shit.
So Derek, you going off like we'll never know the truth. Yeah.
I might not know 100%.
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. You're never gonna know the truth anyway, for real. You know what I mean? So why get hung up on that shit?
If they say 10, add 10 to it. I don't know. I mean,
you see what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's what the fuck is it? I ain't got time for that. I don't got time for none of that. I'm me. I'm here. I'm doing whatever it is now. And how it moves from here is because this is how we doing it.
I say each individual person is different.
Exactly. You're gonna never really. Hey, listen.
I get it. I get it. Each individual person is different. They're going to exercise their decision based off their parameters that they set. For me, again, I'm not speaking for every man, but when I am saying that, if I were to jump back into the dating world and a woman were to be like, hey, I don't want to move fast, I would respect that. Now, if you like a transformed 304 and back in the day you was doing all that, I probably would just back away.
Why?
Listen to me. Just let me say, I'm just saying for me, I would back away because I feel like that I'm not about to be that guy and jump through the hoops that other men didn't have to. Now, if
she was a hoe back then, she's still supposed to be a hoe. So for hell with her growth.
Let me continue.
The kids
now, what I am saying is that you're going to have to take that chance with me. You're going to have to. Now, if you choose not to, if you say, hey, I'm going to wait, that's fine. I respect that. We can move on. More than likely, I would be able to find someone to get married, and you'll probably still be sitting there holding on to your chastity. That's facts. That's speaking with statistics at that point. So if you
or still swiping right on
drop
Tinder.
your guard when it come to me, what did
they say we still swiping right on
Let me
yeah, she's still swiping. You know, you still that's like chicks be online.
Get the ladies real quick when you get done, Drew.
All right, that's like them ladies who be online sitting there in their little profiles like, oh, I only want a man who do all this stuff. They be like, man, there's a dude you swipe right on who's just clapping them cheeks. You think I'm about to give you, man? I'm cool. I'm not that guy. Now, if you two want to be them guys,
so even if
hold up, how do you go about what?
Like, how do you know that guy's clapping at you?
Man, look, bro.
Somebody's always clapping.
No, because
somebody always clapping.
But you're having an awkward conversation.
All I'm saying is
to get that information.
Hold on. If you two in the back want to get with chicks that been with hundreds of dudes.
No, that's not. But see, no. Listen. We can make that be. We can make that be the entertaining fact that we want to sleep with women that got 100 bodies. Ha. But that ain't it.
I bet you know what the fuck.
That ain't it. Exactly. That ain't it. But what I'm not gonna do is judge a woman of what she did in her 20s.
right,
and
look,
where she is present day.
hey, can I ask?
Come on, man.
Now, wait a minute.
That's some foolish shit right there.
Everybody's
Our
allowed.
caller got some. Tiffany, go ahead real quick.
All right, go ahead.
Chime in.
I gotta.
Oh, I just had a question. What did I say? If you're not gonna believe the woman when she tells you how many bodies she had, why ask it then if you just not gonna believe it? Like you can tell
It's
within
a tough
conversation and the
conversation.
different relationships he's been in.
Yeah.
We need the answer so we can add 20.
Nah.
Hey man. Hey, we got to put our big
And
boy
you can
pants
usually
on.
tell if someone's capping or not. So
Hey,
Go
so
ahead.
Marquise. So
Usually, but they out
in your
here that you
situation,
don't know.
did you get an actual number, or maybe was it one? Was it just one? One is one too many.
well, what I did was this is
You
how
said
you
you
got
could
to
tell.
play it out in the smart way. Well, hey, this is my body count. X, Y, and Z, and this and that. Like, hey, what's yours? What's yours, sweetheart? Um, oh, somewhere around 30. So then again, I add about 10 or 20 more to that. You
Man,
know.
y'all clowning, man.
Yep.
So then she doesn't really
Listen,
think anything of it.
y'all
Like he's,
clowning.
Listen, you know how I know
man.
he's telling the truth? When you
Man,
ask a dude how much
Y'all
you bet,
fools,
he
man.
gonna add about 15, 20 more pounds.
Every
Might.
time.
Every time, bro.
I'm gonna look
Yep.
up and down about 225.
Please talk. I
Same thing, bro.
Call in, Marlene.
yeah.
And dudes in the back.
Yes.
Hey, listen.
Hold on, hey, my guy Tate said he agree with y'all. She gonna judge you off yours, bro. So what y'all saying?
Hey,
No, listen,
listen.
He's
You a
saying,
player.
when we give our body count, the female gonna judge us off of ours.
Oh, I
is
get
what
that.
he's saying. He's
I get
agreeing
that.
with
That's true.
y'all.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's
I don't
true.
even
And I think
ask
that
that.
somebody saying.
I don't think so. I don't think she's gonna judge you
That's
off
a
your
treacherous
body count. I think she's gonna judge you off of where you're at in life right now. Because most of
I
us
like
guys,
that.
we
I'll
usually
take
hit
that.
our
for sure.
I'll
peak.
take that.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
usually hit our
Women
peak
care
at
more about the
35.
You can't judge her though.
Well, that's why I
Yeah,
asked Tiffany about the guy that was with the flipping burger thing and all that. Are you going to judge? That's why that was the topic. Are you going to judge the guy for where he's at? Not a body count.
I position this to Tiffany.
Why
If she
does
can
the
make-
body count matter?
Tiffany, it matters. Tiffany, so let's say
No,
let's say
question.
let's
No,
say
it
this.
shouldn't
Let's
matter.
say a guy come to you. He's a virgin, and he flips burgers at Burger King. Let's say you have him. No. He choose not. He's holding himself. Wait a minute. No. You judging. You
ain't
judging.
getting no ass.
Now,
Judge.
you can't
Don't
judge. Wait a
judge
minute. Hold on.
You're judging.
So he don't. He's a virgin. He pursues you. He wants to marry you, Tiffany. Now we have another guy. He has 100 bodies. Dude has several $1 million in real estate portfolio. Has a great job. Has great. He got 3 kids. Which one you choosing?
Whoever gonna treat me the best.
That's a good
Whoever gonna
response.
treat me the
What if
best?
I get with
That's a
the
good
guy
response.
that has
Whoever
Okay.
treat her the
money?
best.
Yeah, whoever
The
gonna
Burger
treat me
King
the
dude
best,
gonna
you
treat
can
you
go
the
up
The
best.
there.
Burger
Yeah.
King dude's gonna treat you the best.
Burger King gonna treat you the
He
best.
gonna treat you the best, but you ain't gonna go nowhere. You ain't gonna do
That's-
nothing.
No, that's it.
He
That's it.
gonna
Burger
he'll
King
You know,
bring you
but-
them onion rings.
So what?
Yes.
But like you
That's about
said,
it.
what if he's trying to
But listen,
move up and own one?
We
Own
live
a
in a
franchise
society.
of them.
We live in a society. Man, listen to me. And what I'm saying
You
is,
got to come in the
well,
game
we can say
already
that.
in that position. For
We
them
can
to
say
go.
that right now, but there's plenty of guys right now, I'm sure, that's probably in that position that will get with Tiffany right now. They'll get no play. No play for men. It's sad to say we're judged based on where we are and where we're going. I mean, it's a double standard. That's why women can be in a relationship with a guy who has all this money and she barely has to do anything and has access to that. But just rare you see a woman who has all that get with a man that doesn't have anything. It's rare.
So then what's the answer to the ugly dude that got the baddest one walking?
He got money.
Money.
No, but what if he ain't
His
got
money.
money?
No, he got money.
Say money?
No, he got money.
He has money, bro.
He got
Let's
money.
just keep it simple, dog.
Okay.
Well,
I'm not
he
even
probably
gonna-
has the swag.
He got money.
How many memes have you seen about Jay-Z and Beyonce, bro? How many?
Well, I
But
can
Jay-Z
say, but I've heard women that
What
give
if
Jay-Z
Beyonce had
compliments.
100 bodies?
Right, yeah. What if Beyonce had 100
But she
bodies?
don't got 100. But
No,
Jay-Z
no.
wouldn't
See,
do
you don't know that.
Jay-Z
don't know
wouldn't
that.
You don't know
He
that.
wouldn't.
So
Y'all don't know that.
Wouldn't
You
be
think?
with-
Oh, y'all
He ain't got
clowning.
no
Hey,
money.
man.
I don't think Jay would.
You know that for sure.
Y'all, exactly.
I don't know him.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Y'all can't say that, man. Y'all can't say that, man.
So you mean to tell me? So you mean
Y'all
to tell
can't
me
say that,
Jay-Z-
man. I'm still bagging her.
So let's say bunch of women, you know, come to his shows or whatever, or like a bunch of 304s. You think he would choose that 304 over Beyonce? You think Beyonce got the same history as 304? Man, she ain't putting herself out there like that. She ain't doing that, man. And I ain't saying. Now here's the thing: has she been with other guys? Listen to me. Has she been with other guys? Yes. And I feel like it's an insecurity to be like, well, who did you date? That's not the line of questioning. It's really if I see a woman in her 30s and she fine as hell, the first thing I'm gonna say, why you not married? Why nobody with you? Why are you not locked down? What do I need to watch out for?
I agree. I don't want to say watch out, but I agree with the first part of that.
Yeah, because I'm like,
I agree with that.
Like,
I agree with that.
Why ain't you like? Why are you single? Like, man, I'll be with you in a heartbeat.
So
then I'm gonna start unlayering that onion. And if I found out, man, you was a 304 in your 20s, and then because you didn't show on Instagram that you got 4 kids, now I pull up and there's 4 kids. I seen a funny video where dude pulled up and he's like, "Oh, I ain't see you have 4 kids. Shit, I ain't trying to take you out. I'm not trying to do all that."
That's being deceptive, though, and I agree with him pulling off.
Yeah, but I'm saying though, most men don't want to sign up for that. Men who really got their shit together don't want to sign up for that. They don't.
Men or women.
Man, most women will though. It's. I'm just saying, women are more likely to sign up for it than men are to sign up for that. I mean, we can sit here and debate about how it's fucked up. It's true, but if women out here who desire to be married, you need to listen to Kevin Samuel's message and kind of lower your standards and be understandable. If you were throwing that shit around in your 20s, you may need to throw it around now. And you may get lucky.
Right, but here's the thing, though. I want us to really dispel what you did in your 20s, because at the end of the day, man, if you're not gonna be no real one and look in the mirror and know, hey man, I was something else in my 20s, and I'm in a different space. That'd be like a guy in his 20s was put his track shoes on and ran through some stuff, but now in his 30s he's a pastor, has his own church. He's really doing well. So, but you gonna tell me, well, I remember you when you was in your 20s and I would never talk to you, but I'm saving souls. I'm 100% legit. You gonna tell me I'm not good now?
So what's that's about is
that's terrible.
You know what?
You're judgmental, and guess what? There's a special place in hell for people that like that.
But you know, we're not perfect, so naturally we're gonna be. We're not perfect, so naturally we're gonna be judgmental and hypocritical. But what you're saying though, Coach D, for real, you got to keep that perspective, because on the other side of 30, everybody's gonna have baggage. Everybody's gonna have failed relationships, unhealed trauma. Kids, even me myself, I want to be in a relationship one day, but I know that I'm bringing kids to the table. I got 3 kids.
So be biased towards all that, then.
Well,
not just how many bodies I got, but be biased towards all of that, because I'm coming in like everything you just said. I'm walking in the gate in a relationship with all of that. But guess what? I'm well off. I'm doing well. I just have not decided to open myself up to anyone.
And it doesn't mean I have to accept anything, though.
Yeah.
I'm not accepting anything just because, you know what I mean?
You meet a real estate woman, like you always say, that understands your grind, but is walking in the door with all of that, maybe 2 kids, maybe 2. So, you know, so altogether it'd be a 5-piece, right? So you meet a woman that's walking in the door that understands you to the T, that does all that. Babe, how was work today? How many? Hey, I know you closed that deal today, and really, and it's playing to your mental.
Yeah.
But she's walking in the door with all that baggage, but yet she hasn't been with anybody because she's focused on her life. Her last man didn't understand her hustle, but you understand the hustle,
right?
You gonna be cool on her? And let's say she had 50 bodies on her.
I would say personally, it's my. Go ahead.
Let's say in that same perspective, the same woman, you bring her around and all your dudes be like, "That's who you with?"
Right, but so are we saying that all the guys hit it?
Hold up. I'm just saying
you don't care about anybody.
Yeah, you don't care about nobody. You'll bring around the whole crew.
You gotta no. Well, see, first of all, hey. First of all, hey, hold on, Steve. Hold on.
You didn't give a damn.
No, when I said, is it? Hold on. If I'm wrong.
I got you.
Did I say? I don't. So what I said was, if it was 100 bodies, but we also already addressed the bodies being in the circle,
right?
So that was 2 different things, and I agree with you. I said, if it's in a circle, because I said, we'll like, bruh, 100 and it's somebody, and let's say we done hit it. Okay, but time out. But if this is my circle, is that what we gonna do? Is that the point we gonna push?
But see,
that's the narrative we gonna push. Hold it. That's the narrative we gonna push because we had two different conversations. We had two different conversations about that. So I'm gonna marry this woman, but Will been knocking her backside out for the last 10 years.
But Will
I'm supposed to be okay with that.
But Will,
come on, man.
But Will,
okay, stop laughing.
Hold up, but
come
Will,
on, man.
But Will was knocking down.
Come on, man.
But Will was knocking
He
down.
been suplexing her.
Hold up.
But
Will was knocking
all
down.
the ladies pop your thing like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't quit, just do it. Will dug hit on her. Hey, when Will texted me, hey, D. White. Hey, Coach D.
But to your
I have my leg up on her.
But hold on. But wait a minute.
You gotta come back home, girl.
Let me say this. Hold on.
Go to Will's house.
Wait a minute. But to
Come on now.
To Coach D and Derek's logic in the back, if she was a 3 or 4 in her 20s when Will was clapping her cheeks, but now
my name.
You made a good point. No, you made a good point. It was your point. You made a good point.
But wait a minute.
You made a good point.
All right, let's say Steve. So Steve was clapping them cheeks in the back, but now you meet her, and man, you 6 months. She never met Steve yet. This was in her past. She told you I had 100 bodies. You like, man, I don't give a damn. I love you. I want to be with you. You building a life. You ought to.
Do you hear? He's trying to curate this. He's curating this story, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Curating. Listen. Wait a minute. So you like, man, I love you, girl.
Come on, Spike Lee. Tell this boy this movie is interesting.
Who you was sucking. I don't care. You had threesomes. I don't care. Whatever you did. Wait a minute. Hold up. Listen. Wait a minute.
We're talking early 20s and late 30s.
Okay, it's early 20s. She slept with Steve, but now you with her. You in love with her. You building a life with her. You.
How many years later?
It don't matter.
It does matter.
Hold up. Listen to me. Whatever amount of years for you. Okay, but then you just find out that she slid a few people that you know closely.
Yeah, we just smashed. Okay.
Smashed a few.
You know how many I just smashed?
Hey, hold up. Smashed a whole bunch of times. So what you gonna say? You still gonna be with her?
Yeah. No, I'm not.
And it depends.
Why am I lying? No. Let's be real. Let's be real inwards right now. No, hold on. Let's be real inwards right now. Because see, this is stuff I don't like. Be a real one.
It depends.
At the end of the day, if Steve was knocking her back out 10 years ago, she was 24. Now she's 37. Her and Steve meet. She even tell me, hey, just so you know, and she a real one. I smashed your boy.
But that's when time at. How long have you been?
Hey, that's what I'm saying. So the story you trying to tell is bullshit. Because at the end of the day,
2 years. 2 years later.
It was 2 years later, so it's a no for me. Because no, because he's in my circle.
Yeah.
He's in my circle. So that'd be like if it's somebody you was in love with and Dre was knocking her back off, you not gonna be like, oh, okay, well, I know it's my brother.
I take it upon myself. I take it upon myself.
Like, I'm gonna take my cousin. I'm gonna take my cousin. That's like my brother. Yeah. And he was just on here. Me and him done had many in a past life. We had many run-ins. But after we talked about it, it was one that I was like, hey, bro, what was the move on? Man, I was back in middle school or high school. We kicked it. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro, it wasn't nothing. All right, cool. We was clear to our adult years. But again, that's just me. I'm going to ask because I don't want nobody thinking I'm trying to be a snake in the grass. So I care about that. I don't want nobody thinking I'm trying to be a snake in the grass. So I'm going to ask.
So what's your time frame? So we say a woman, 100 bodies.
So okay. Let's talk realistic time frame.
All right. So I mean, in your time frame, in your mind, she come to you. Y'all building. Y'all doing this. 100 bodies.
And I don't know, right?
Hold on. Yeah, you know she getting ran through. I mean, just pummeled in college. I mean, just pummeled.
Okay,
I mean,
so when do I meet her?
Hold on.
Birds are hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, just like pummeled. I mean, just getting pummeled in college.
When do I meet her?
You meet her when you meet her. You meet her, but you fall in love with her. I mean, and you
I
hear
meet her
the
10
stories.
years later. I meet her what?
You meet her at a time that works for you. So listen to me. You meet her. She tell you all the stories. She tell you, hey, man, you know, back in the day, I was a 304. I was getting
That's my choice then. At that point.
Okay, hold on. So you hear all that. Yeah. And then you get around your homies. And then you find out like, oh, man, I didn't know the woman that I'm so in love with. All them stories she was telling was a few of these guys are sitting in the room. And we all sitting there laughing at you. You mean to tell me you're not going to feel some type of way?
Because as a real one, I'm gonna dare one of y'all to step up and say what you gotta say. See, but that's how. But that's me though. I'm gonna dare you because see, the thing of it is you don't get. See, hey, thank you, D. We don't get allotted the opportunity for a mug to come knock on your front door and really be a real one and sit down and have that. And have that conversation with you.
Is that where the dating pool is at right now? That we don't care that a woman have 100 bodies?
No. That's where we. When we go back to the original question, that's not. No, that is not where we are.
Why is that just not a no?
That's not where we are because it's not a no when we do it. It's not a no when we do it.
Go ahead, Marquise, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say 100 bodies is average nowadays for these women. So
that's crazy, bro.
Us being in the knowing about the body counts, that's what the conversation we're having today.
Hey, that's not a problem, bro. 100 bodies is average these days, but is that
I'm not gonna agree with
Marquise. Where did you find that
50 to 100?
You must be in Africa.
But where did you
I don't know about that.
Where did you find that fact?
Where did I find that fact? I saw it off of Fresh and Fit.
You saw it on Snapchat.
And
you was on Tinder.
Based off of my experience. Based off of my experience, my personal experience.
So when we talk about pair bonding, is that a positive or negative when we talking about developing relationships? You've been with 50 people? How does that positively affect pair bonding when you're supposed to be one person, but you got 50 to 100 bodies in your past? That's going to affect your psyche, bro. That's not good.
So can I ask you a question?
It is.
So that means most men are jacked up then.
But we different though. It's a double standard.
No. When you say pair bonding,
men don't retain.
No, when you say bonding, we got to bond too.
It can, but not in the level that it affects women. I'll say that because we're different in it.
If you tell a man that has 100 bodies to recount them, name them all, he won't know.
No,
he won't know. It's harder for him to get 100.
10% of it.
It's harder for him to get 100 than it is for a woman to get 100.
He's not gonna remember that.
It's no.
But a woman, she gonna be able to know.
Yeah,
as soon as a dude walk in and she messed with, a woman gonna, oh shit, I messed with him. Man, there could be 10 girls that walk past Steve right now. He would not.
Hey, but if some, but I'm gonna tell you this though: if some of these women is raised by old school women, they ain't gonna never kiss a tip.
What you got, Marquise?
Y'all can have jokes about that all day long. I can look in the mirror every day and know I'm a real one and know that what you did in your 20s, if I come in contact with you, so if it was 23 and you just had a tear, a female.
What if she got a train?
Hell of a
at 23, you got a train ran on knowingly, and then I meet you at 23. We the same age. That's a no for me. That's a no for me.
No.
You telling me?
So
I'm gonna take her home to my mama.
That's a double
hey, mom,
you ain't gotta tell your mom that. You just know. You just
time out.
Yeah.
Hold on. So is she the one?
But you judging her.
No. Is she the one? Is she? No, it ain't. Cause it's called standards, and if they don't meet my standard, I'm not judging. No, what y'all saying is you were 20 and you had 50 guys at 20. You're 38 now. Thank you, D. Thank you, D.
No.
He hear the same thing I'm hearing.
No. Because
I'm not judging.
The general consensus that I'm getting from the back is that we don't care what you did. I'll get with you.
No. Please. What D said was, as a man, I'm here now. Yeah. So what you did in that part of your life over there.
Train don't matter. So
hey man, can I say what? Here's what I will say.
I'm gonna forget.
Train matter.
Go ahead, Will. I'm gonna forget. We didn't help you.
All right, look.
Time. Go ahead.
I'll put it like this. I think it's a pride thing for men, and then I say maybe in your 20s you didn't have enough juice to get her. You didn't have
Rice.
it.
What's up, baby?
You didn't have it, but now in your 30s you got the juice, and then. And now that she's in her 30s, she may not be the same girl that she was in her 20s. She may not be as attractive or whatever. She got 3 kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why men go for the younger, but so I think of what it is, it's a pride thing. Okay, so the men that did have the juice, they got it. The men got it in her 20s. And now that you in your 30s, you like, okay, now I got my shit together. I got a 6-pack. I'm this, I'm that. Wait a minute. That's how I'm thinking too.
I see you
it's
want
pride.
to chime in. Go ahead real quick.
I think pride plays a big deal.
Oh, no. It's
we got a question too.
What you got, OJ? Tiffany, I got anything to chime in?
OJ. Hold on. Hey, we got a question from social media world. If nobody have anything to chime in. Okay. The question is
my turn?
This 100 body phrase. Is that
Listen to this question, OJ. Answer this question. Go ahead.
Oh, to the J.
All
right. So
go ahead.
So Jasmine said this 100 body phrase. where are y'all meeting these women? Is it the club or social media?
Wait a minute. OJ, go ahead, bro. What you got?
I said that like an hour ago.
Yeah, like
Man, that all right.
Huh?
All right, man. So
No.
You see that's the thing, right? See that's the thing, right? Like, are you listening?
Oh,
Go ahead, bro. You got it.
All right, cool. So that's the thing, right? Social media is it's part of this matrix, right? So we all believe everything that we see on the internet now, right? So you got motherfuckers making fake skits about cheating, fake skits about being hoes, fake skits about, catching they girl cheating or they man cheating and vice versa, right? So it could be fake as fuck to a certain extent just to keep the battle of the sexes going. If you really peep, it's like man versus women, bro. And like Kevin Samuels kind of really blew that shit up and made it a thing, right? So I kind of feel like, man, maybe some of this shit could be, fake just to keep us like, fighting against each other. That's one thing, man. And two, I feel like hoes really busting it open. Like bitches busting it open now, man, because it seems like it's the thing to
OJ,
do. Like I said, it's
censor the B word, man. Censor the B word, bro.
Sexy Red say bust
all
it
right.
open,
Exactly.
So to the question, who asked the question? What's her name? Who asked the question?
Jazz.
Jazz asked the question. So where are we meeting this woman? Thankfully, we haven't met these women. It was a hypothetical. If we were to meet these women, I said that I wouldn't get with them. You two said you would get with them and forget the crap.
No, put the kind. You're a real piece of crap. You know that?
Hey, I hope you niggas is not at the bar.
Hey, high five.
I hope you niggas is not at the bar asking.
Boy, I'm telling you, I can't wait for the day.
So what I'm saying is, you have already developed a relationship with this person, and then you finally find out how many people have slept with.
No. People, when you tell it like that, we didn't just meet this chick, and on the first conversation, I got 100.
First conversation.
No. Come on, bro.
That's not what we said.
We having to find out.
That's what I'm saying. But like, we happen to find out. Like the first conversation, common sense tells us. Let me ask no from me. That's gonna scare me away.
Years. I'm saying like you done did a couple dates. You done spent some time. Like
time is best. Okay, we on the same page.
Like,
so we're talking about
whatever. All right. Well, let's talk about this.
We're talking about before you build a life with this woman. If you decide in your mind to say, "Hey, this is somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with," that's when those line of questions start to come up about you. I'm talking about. I mean, like you hitting, but I meant like, I mean, not a first date. I mean, everybody. It's not a first date. It's not maybe within the first weeks you hitting. I'm just saying, at a certain point where you decide I want to take this seriously, that is a conversation that I will have. And if I come across that you were a 3 or 4, hey, I'm that guy that's gonna be like, I'm gonna pull back. Definitely, if you trying to make me jump the hoops and say, well, I got to marry you, I got to do all this, but all these guys got all this stuff and they have to do that.
But what's the time frame with that?
I don't give a damn about the time
frame.
Right,
so you can't say that, man. You cannot say that, man.
What's the purpose of having?
If this woman is reformed,
I'm just saying.
So is a prisoner still a prisoner? He did a bid. He did 10 years. Is he still a criminal?
But you go against your statement when you say
he's still a criminal. He is. He's still a present day criminal. If I did,
hold up,
he's a felon.
Wait a minute. But you say, hold up, Coach D, your logic failed when you say that because you exercise that right. You keep saying time. Well, how much time? Even if she come to you and say, I'm reformed, it could have been, according to your logic, it should be, if it was, last year and she said.
No, that's not according to my logic because I'm going to continue to ask.
So what's the exact time frame? Give me a time frame. Give me an amount of years.
I'm gonna continue to ask information seeking questions.
Hold up. Just give me a time frame.
So she'd be like, I'm reformed. Okay, reformed as of when? Yesterday.
Hold up.
Come on, man.
1 year.
1 year. That's probably gonna weigh on me.
Okay.
1 year.
Hold up. 2 years.
365 days is going to weigh on me a little bit. Like
2 years.
2 years. It's probably gonna weigh on me.
Okay. 3 years.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
All right.
My rule of thumb is 10 or better. Hey, now. I call my brother right now, and he'll say the same thing. 10 or better. So anything less than that,
so she has to be 10 years removed from those type of behaviors.
If you,
well, she was a 304, you got to be 10 years removed.
We're gonna use the 304. So what are we using? Promiscuous 20s.
She might miss out on a good woman.
Hold on. No. Hold on. Promiscuous 20s, right?
You said 10 years removed.
So promiscuous 20. So she was 23. She 33, 34 now. It's way more substance to her now than what it was then. Yes, I am going to have a second thought pattern
so if you
regarding
had to choose,
that.
You get a 22-year-old who didn't go through all that, who wasn't out here 304, who ain't in the college dorm rooms getting her back blown out, who didn't meet your crew and do all that. You had a choice between her that you can help build up and talk to and all that, walk her through her career and all that, or you gonna pick the one who's a reformed 304? Which one you want?
What's coming? So what's coming along with that reform 304? So I can answer this accurately. Because I don't want all these other things to pop up.
Everybody is you're going to take a chance on anyone.
Okay.
Give you, just without going too in depth, you have the choice between someone who has not done all that, who does not have.
I'm gonna go. I think Tiffany summed this question up the best. I'm going to go with whoever treats me the best.
Sound like a Disney story.
Call it what you want. No, call it what you want.
I say for me,
call it what you want. Because this new person can fuck me over just like this. The hoe can fuck me over.
I didn't say
so. I'm gonna go with who gonna treat me the best.
Anybody can fuck you
whoever
over.
my chemistry is the best with.
Yeah, let's say
this one over here. I gotta do a little bit more forgiving.
Let's say all is the same when it comes to chemistry. I'm saying that if we're just talking about that one particular factor, if I had to choose between someone who has not went through that, getting tore down,
my real answer is I gotta go with if I'm feeling this person over here and I look at her and like D said, I've seen it, that was it. Bro, it is what it is. I'm grown, man. I'm grown as fuck. It is what it is. I'm a man. And as a man, I can stand on 10 toes and know that, okay, that past ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm here now, and this is what I'm doing.
So why does that past matter if it's your friends, if your homies? Why does that matter?
That's just universal bro code.
What? No.
Who am I to stay here today and change the bro code?
A bro code is if that's like if I try to holler at your woman, that's bro code.
Okay.
But if I did something with your woman before you knew her,
okay,
that's not bro code. That doesn't
go
against.
It would
go against if I didn't tell you. But I'm saying, it's like you exercise that right once it comes to certain things. So you have all these parameters. But why not just get with somebody you ain't got to deal with none of that? You ain't got to go through all the line of questioning.
That's fine.
Just fine. Like, hey, you don't have that history. You're not
okay. But even this person that's not a hoe that been dug in, she ain't no virgin. So somebody done hit it.
But not 100. Yeah, not 100.
That's fair. That's fair.
Not 100. And
that's fair.
Or not.
So what's acceptable then?
I already told you what's acceptable for me. Y'all the ones in the question.
No, what's acceptable?
I mean,
give me a number. I want all you men on here. Give me a number.
So
what's acceptable then?
I want to hear this.
That's what I want to know. What's acceptable then? Because if it was one and Buddy was dropping it off in her stomach, and you don't satisfy her that way, you still gonna be a sucker because you gonna be insecure because she gonna slip up and y'all gonna argue one day, and that's why Jimmy was putting it all up my backside and your little shrimp dick don't do nothing. Now let's talk. Here you go. Now, so then that one is gonna be equivalent to a lot more. Man, y'all not being real, bro. Y'all not bad. Y'all the Disney story, not me.
That's punching below the belt.
Not me.
That's punching below the belt.
We wasn't talking about that.
Coach sound like
Derek Jackson,
Coach,
I don't give a damn how y'all feel about that. Because that's reality right there.
If a woman's gonna cheat, That's within her character.
Hey, OJ, you sick, man.
I'm saying if a woman's gonna cheat, she's gonna cheat regardless if she had
I don't know who that is.
Regardless if she had 100 bodies or 2. You get what I'm saying? That's within her character.
As long as ain't nothing disrespectful, we
Does
cool.
that make sense? What I'm saying?
So wait a minute, Tiffany, are you still with us? You still with us right now? Yeah. Okay, so listen, y'all, man. We had like interesting
Let's close it on clarification.
interesting topics, man. We're gonna have a clarification, man, on a dating life in your 30s, bro. We need a clarification. We'll go around and just talk about how we feel about dating in 30. I'm gonna go first, man. Hey, listen.
Hold on, we're about to close.
Hey, hold on, OJ. Who is Derek Jackson? I want to make sure ain't nothing disrespectful. Who is Derek Jackson?
Simp.
Assent? He assent? Hey, what we gonna do it like this? Hold on. Ain't gonna be no disrespect. Ain't gonna be no disrespect at all. And I'm gonna stand on that. So we gonna talk man to man. Ain't gonna be no disrespect, bro. Cause I ain't gonna disrespect none of y'all. But we ain't gonna be no disrespect though. And I'm gonna stand on that. So I'm gonna need you to retract that. I'm gonna need you to retract that, bro. Don't refer to me as no simp or no suck ass nigga, bro.
Nah, he said it jokingly, bro.
Nah, I don't care. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Go ahead.
Because I ain't gonna do that like that. Hey, man, listen, bro. I ain't got time for that.
Let me explain.
Nah, hey, listen.
For a minute.
Yeah, I don't that little boy shit, bro. I don't do that.
Let him
don't
at
do
least,
that, bro.
let him at least explain.
Nah,
Go ahead.
I want to hear it.
Go ahead.
I want to hear that.
Let him talk. Just go
ahead.
Hey,
bro. Y'all got the
bro. Go ahead.
Can I explain?
I don't play them kind of games.
Go ahead.
I don't play them kind of
Can I
games. I don't
explain?
give a fuck who you is.
Yeah.
Nigga, watch your mouth. Nigga,
Can I explain?
Watch your mouth, bro.
Go ahead. Well, go ahead, OJ. You got the floor, man.
All right, cool. So like, I'm just saying, like Derrick Jackson, he advocated for the women, right?
No nigga.
So like, he advocated for the women, right? So I get where you coming from because you like, all right, man, it's two sides to every coin and shit. So I definitely get where you coming from. You know what I mean? But some people would consider that being Derrick Jackson type vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Nah, bro, I don't talk that.
Yeah.
I'm grown, bro.
Yeah, nah, no disrespect, bro. Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on, hey, listen.
We're having great conversation.
Hey,
so never refer to me as no suck ass nigga.
Hey, I can't hear the combo. So this is what I say.
Yeah.
So OJ,
keep this shit funny, nigga.
So we made stuff clear before, man. We try to be respectful of everybody. No name calling, no disrespecting. So I mean, we have a line between joking and being disrespectful. So I mean, he a host. He on here, man. He come here every Saturday. He ain't getting paid, man.
I'm not being disrespectful though. Like,
no. We just listen. Hold on.
Like, campaign for me. I said what I said.
I know. I'm just, but I want to.
Hey, go ahead. We're gonna close it out, bro. I don't need you to campaign for me.
Yeah, but I'm
just watch your mouth. Just don't refer to me like that.
Just be respectful.
Yeah. Bro. Okay. So listen, y'all. We're gonna close this out, man. This was a great debate today. I think we had good dialogue, but we're gonna close it out, man. Like, listen. When you in a dating pool after 30, we know there's a lot of pros, there's a lot of cons, there's a lot of things you look out for. I would say just make sure you healed after your trauma and make sure you have realistic expectations when entering the date market. What you got, boy? What you got for us, B-boy?
I will second that and I'll pass that to whoever else.
Man, hey, listen, man. I'm a third it. That's it. That's all.
You got.
Hey, listen. So we have a great combo, man. Look, we in our podcast, man. I don't know, Coach D. He been up front with we always been the type to get out here and we get hated on the comments, man. But definitely, you know, we always try to be respectful. So just please keep that energy with us, man. So if somebody asks you, like, you may not know you crossing the line, but if you get told, man, just apologize, man. We ain't too big for that. No, I'm not saying, man. Like, you know, that's how we are, man. But we had a good convo, man. It was a great time, man. You know, this is the T.A.P. We good, man. We're a good time, man. We had 3 hours. We tired as hell, man. We getting on up out of here, man.
Yo, hey, to everybody, appreciate you for calling in. Like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, it's the T.A.P. signing off. Y'all be blessed, all right?